Welcome to the Steel Toe Morning Show. Bite my ass.
Everybody, good evening and welcome. It's the Steel Toe Evening Show. I'm Aaron, that's April.
Howdy.
And boy, do we have things to tell you about tonight. And things to talk about. Boy, everybody is talking about Bronny James, though. Oh, it's the combination of people who are like, this is kind of happening way too much. Kind of like, it's almost becoming the thing you always hear when an athlete in the prime of his life in amazing shape just goes into cardiac arrest, like they always do.
Ooh.
It's one of those things where, you go on Twitter after it happens and it breaks down politically. And for some reason, cardiac arrest became a conservative thing, and denying that cardiac arrest could be due to something else is a liberal thing. I even saw someone put a tweet out that said, well, every year, every season, this is the way they phrased it. Dozens of college athletes experience cardiac episodes every year, and black athletes are more susceptible to it. It's like, hold on. Cardiac just means heart.
Mm-hmm.
That could mean an irregular heartbeat.
Right, it's racing or something.
Right, that could mean you overdid it, you redlined yourself. We're not talking about seeing dozens of athletes have cardiac incidents in the last couple of years. We're talking about full-on, full-blown heart stops, cardiac arrest.
Right.
Your fucking heart stopped beating. Right. So this idea that you're going to sweep this under the rug as, just going, oh, well, I mean, cardiac incidents. No. Specifically cardiac arrest. Please show me the data that shows me that dozens of college athletes at practice every year go into cardiac arrest. I feel like I would have heard about this.
Same here. I don't think athletes in general go into cardiac arrest that often.
Because I consider dozens to be more than 24 people.
Yes.
I believe I would hear something every basketball season if 24 fucking players went into cardiac arrest every year.
Typically, they're very quick to report on it the instant it happened.
Yes. 24, to give you an idea of how many basketball players would have to have cardiac arrest every year for this woman to be right on Twitter. You would need one player from almost every NBA team to go into cardiac arrest every single year.
It's very interesting, isn't it?
I'll give you, how many times it's happened? I'll give you a hint. It's less than one.
Yeah.
Fucking zero.
I'm clearly not up to date on whatever you're talking about.
Well, then you weren't listening to the Steel Toe Morning Show this morning.
I must have missed that one.
Bronny James, LeBron James' son, going to USC this year.
Yep.
Collapsed on the practice court. Cardiac arrest. Went to the hospital.
I did miss that.
Yeah, he's out of the ICU. He's apparently in stable condition. But yeah, he Damar Hamlin'd it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we've also got a Cleveland wide receiver now who can't practice because he somehow just started developing blood clots in his legs.
I saw somebody else rush to the hospital, a lady, a very young lady. Yeah.
I can't remember her name.
I don't either. I don't know her.
I've never heard of her.
But a young singer, a very young female, like my age.
Blood clots.
Rushed to the hospital with severe blood clots.
Right. Happens all the time.
That just happens.
And I'm getting really sick of the fucking people who keep denying this as though there's something in it for them. Deborah Birx is getting a CEO job at a pharmaceutical company, motherfucker. Not you.
Yep, not good.
You ain't getting a job. You ain't getting a pat on the head and an attaboy from your masters for protecting them.
And
These people, fucking, they killed kids. They pushed something on children that is killing teenage athletes.
right.
And now you're going to sit here and make excuses for it like it happens all the time? It doesn't. I played sports in high school. Everybody listening probably played sports in high school.
I did too.
We didn't hear about rival schools having players go into cardiac arrest at practice.
Never. We heard about football players and hockey players with concussions.
Or overheating during two-a-days.
Two-a-days. People are,
Yeah.
oh, did you hear he puked during the two-a-day today?
Or he passed out or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But no, not this. What happened to Bronny James does not happen dozens of times a year to college athletes. No.
That is really tragic.
But that was the big story today. That's what everyone was. We talked about it on the morning show, so I don't want to dive any deeper into it tonight than we did just now. But it's, and then fucking YouTube, you got to watch what you say. If this is still a story by Rumble Friday, maybe we'll dig in a little deeper, but I've probably already said too much by YouTube standards.
Well, I think overall, though, it is very troubling that people in power are willing to not let people know the risks of something and just allow people to keep having almost near fatal events because of it.
Right.
But we'll just keep pretending it's not happening.
We didn't say what it was for, what it was about.
We're hurting young people.
Yeah. Tim the Toolman Taylor says, yeah, that sort of thing happens all the time in the last 2 to 3 years. Yeah. John Domingo says, bye-bye YouTube. This is how my channel got nuked. Medical misinformation. We didn't say what this was about. We just said we're noticing a trend of a lot of athletes are having this cardiac arrest thing happen.
Right. And
We didn't say
we're
because
tired
of what.
officials saying that it happens all the time because it completely does not.
You want medical misinformation? Here's medical misinformation. That dozens of athletes suffer cardiac arrest in college every year. That's not true. That's a lie. And if YouTube policed that shit the way they police telling the truth, then we could have a lot more channels maybe getting cleaned up and not spreading lies and horse shit.
Those college athletes are in some of the best shape of their lives right now.
Right. George Zimmerman says, I'm here because I heard Aaron's getting fat. Went to the gym today. I've been on a warpath lately in terms of not being so fat, and we're going down nicely. My week follows a pattern. I like have a couple of drinks over the weekend. I step on the scale Monday and I go, oh God. And by after sparring night, Thursday night, on Friday morning, I get on and go, all right, we're good now. And then the cycle repeats itself starting on the weekend.
Maybe you just can't drink. Like, you don't drink much, but you seem like the kind of guy who just, like, absorbs it.
Yep.
Like,
I
you
absorb
just
it. I bloat
hang
up.
on to it.
Yep.
It's very strange.
That's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Shuli, I can't read the rest of that, says, prediction, April will look fine tonight. We'll see if he believes in his prediction.
Sorry if you were wrong.
Oh, they're saying he's correct. So there you go.
Okay.
There you go. What's the deal with men and arrests, cardiac or cop? We could play the game, cardiac or cop. Which arrest is it? Bronny James, cardiac. Jussie Smollett, cop.
Cop, yeah.
Perfect.
George Floyd.
Both. Both. Cop arrest and cardiac arrest. Very good, April.
Yeah,
you found the daily double.
Right. It was a Venn diagram, and we had to have a middle one.
Shuli the MN says, so Rumble Wednesdays it is. Did I say what the cardiac arrest was caused by? Did I say that?
No, I believe you just expressed frustrations.
Yeah.
Regarding misinformation put out there by officials.
I believe it's bullshit. Mm-hmm. Dead Jester says, lots of nerds out there trying, giving it their all on the field, leaving their hearts out there like weak wimps. Pool and sod scam Sam says, Aaron can't roof. Am I right? Oh, is that a thing now? I can't roof?
You can't roof?
I guess I can't roof. I can install a cupola like a motherfucker, though. I'm a cupola.
You've installed a cupola? I love cupolas.
I've installed 2 cupolas in my day.
Damn, who's cupolas?
There's out at the family's cabin. You know the house next door?
Yeah.
It's been sold. They have a barn back in their backyard behind the hill. I installed a cupola there.
That's pretty cool. I like those.
And then another one, I can't remember where the fuck it was. But I'm a cupola installing son of a bitch. You got those big rods that go through the roof, and then you got to get those all
my
tightened
parents have one.
up.
Yeah,
fucking big-ass cupola, too.
Did you see the one my parents have on their barn?
Nothing compared to
I
the
had nothing to
cupolas.
do with it, but it's very cool.
I put on a fucking cupola. I'm the Cupola Kid. That's what they call me. Francis Ford Coppola is what I've been called by many in the installation biz. I'm not going to read some of these because I'll get in trouble. Pool and Sod Scam Sam says, the only thing that makes my heart stop is April.
Oh, well, thanks.
Nice.
It's uplifting.
Yes, that's
on
very
this sleepy evening for me.
Very complimentary. Roots Calhoun says it's 7 o'clock in the goddamn evening, Aaron. Why the fuck do you look like you just rolled off the couch? April, you look presentable as usual. You know what it is? My hair came down. It was up today, and it came down.
Yeah, I always tell you, like, if I were to spike your hair for you, I'd be doing this. Like, watch this motion.
My hair's
come right there.
Losing volume. There, I fixed it. Oh, boy.
I probably look better than I feel, so don't be too hard on him, guys.
Tori Kelly, that's the woman.
Oh,
Tori Kelly's the singer.
that's the
Thank
one.
you, Richard. Blood clots around lungs and legs.
Yep, really bad.
That's the one.
Get this. I believe it was a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago now. One of my classmates, so she's clearly my age, went to the hospital with severe blood clots in her legs. Never heard of it before.
Odd. Strange how that happens.
Isn't it strange?
Must be the water. NF Cap says, we always heard about it when a high school athlete would die on the court because it was so rare. It was usually labeled PQ wave syndrome, but who really knows in the 80s and 90s?
But that's true. You heard about it right away. That stuff spreads like wildfire because it's rare.
I think Nevada alone, we've had like 4 athletes in high school that have just dropped dead.
Very young.
T. Jefferson said, had one dude have a cardiac incident in high school in the 90s, but that was one dude. Right. Cardiac incident, meaning like he overworked himself and his fucking heart gave out. Hulkamasha Baby says, I feel like it's the constant snacking, not the booze. I think it's also bread. I got to cut down on that bread. I'm a bready son of a bitch.
We just talked to somebody today who's like, I haven't had a bad carb in like a month. And I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, you know what? Good for you, man, because I can't do that.
I haven't had a bad carb in an hour.
I think that would be kind of a good goal, though. Maybe you and I should stop eating bad carbs.
I like it. I like the idea.
Maybe just start like per like a weekly basis, see if we can go a week without it. And then pretty soon that doubles and keep going.
T. Jefferson says Aaron could roof, but being that damn tall would kill his back as a roofer. Yeah, I never thought of that. Probably.
I've actually, same thing. I've heard that about you. Like tall people are not the greatest roofers 'cause their back.
I've stripped the shingles off roofs before. I've never installed. I've been part of the take apart but not put back together team, basically.
See, and I've done the putting up the shingles, and my back will hurt from that, and I'm short.
T. Jefferson, yes, that's my name, King Cupola. You need a cupola installed. I'm your guy. I'll
call you.
They're saying, what the heck is a cupola? It's the weather.
Really?
A lot of people call it a weather vane, but it's a bigger weather vane. It's got like a platform and it's huge.
It's like it's basically like there's a podium for the weather vane to sit on top of a roof.
I like Roots Calhoun. He says, Aaron can't roof is the same as saying Aaron's not Mexican. We know.
But that doesn't make any sense, though. Like, where's the Aaron can't roof thing coming from?
Pool and Sod Scam Sam says, April, did you hurt yourself when you fell from heaven?
I did, actually. My neck and shoulder are, like, permanently pained.
She landed this way. She didn't get her arms out. She just
did not land on my feet.
Fell on her side.
Just landed right here.
Guys, I have great news for you. We knock out our goal tonight. As you can see up at the top there, no goal tomorrow. We had one of our old advertisers show up with their final bill that they never paid. I just kind of asked him, I'm like, hey, you ever going to take care of this, like 6 months later? And he went, oh, shit, yeah, here you go. And I said, you know what? We weren't really counting on this. We didn't really think that we would see this. So you know what we'll do? We'll throw it back at the audience.
I think I even said last night, I think we were talking about it. I'm like, I bet we never see that.
Right.
And then on suddenly today, you're like, oh, by the way, he's paying.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So, yeah, we're going to, if we hit the goal tonight, we're going to go ahead and have no goal tomorrow. Anything you throw in after tonight's goal goes towards Wednesday night, both tonight and tomorrow. So, everybody chip in just a little bit. We'll knock out tonight's 250, and then no e-begging from us for a good 24 hours. How's that?
Be nice.
Yeah. A little 24-hour reprieve. Now, speaking of that goal, and by the way, Streamlabs, PayPal, Rumble, and YouTube, we are going to update you on our announcement in just a second. I do want to catch up with some pieces of the Rumble chat here. Tim the Toolman Taylor says, I've been thinking you're losing weight. Your face is getting thinner. That or your hairline is further back. Well, that started out as a compliment. I appreciate that.
Are you losing weight?
I'm pretty much the same. I'm pretty much.
I'm
on the high end of the same.
You know what I think is actually nice, though, is you don't get up and, like, angrily weigh yourself immediately every morning like you used to years ago.
Yeah, I do. I still weigh myself. I just don't get angry.
Oh.
Because I've kind of stayed the same.
I just thought it was a good improvement, actually, for your, like, mental health or whatever, because he used to, like, 5:20 in the morning. Let's go weigh myself and then come back to bed angry.
Well, I've been, like, I'm between 220 and 225. And lately, I've been on the high end of that, but within that margin, By the time sparring's over, I'm at the low end, and then by the time the weekend's over, I'm at the high end.
Yeah, maybe just start cutting carbs, sugars, and snacks.
Do I have to get rid of diet soda?
I would stop drinking
Probably.
soda. I don't drink soda really unless I, have a drink anymore.
Probably. Yo P says, I like how Aaron has all this mystery money come in every time he misses the goal. What can I say, Yo P? We're fucking lucky, man. This is really a charmed-ass show. And if you're saying that sarcastically, I know that bothers people like you, and that's kind of what makes me happy about it. But yeah, I mean, Fairline renewed. I didn't expect them to. Old Cap goes, hey, by the way, we forgot about this. Here you go. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll pass it along to the audience. So I'm sorry, Yo P, if you're a fan and you're just being skeptical, that's okay. That's fine. If you're a guy who doesn't like us and that's bothering you right now, I will say that makes me very happy. But yes, we're a very charmed show. And when we get a little something extra, we don't pocket it for ourselves. We want to hand it off to the audience so that they don't have to keep, funneling it in all the time.
Yeah, how about a thank you, I guess.
Which is really nice.
I think it's nice that we do that.
Cheeto says, I suppose I'll pay my bill next time you miss the goal. Oh, that would be wonderful.
That would be cool, sir.
I always put a question mark next to it every time I send it to you. I should stop doing that. By the way, get your tickets to the anniversary show. There's only 16 left for the comedy show.
I'm getting so excited.
On August 12th, and that is after we added tickets. So be sure to get those at eventbrite.com. Alex says, we pass the savings on to you, the customer. That is exactly what we do. Yes, Alex, thank you.
Accurate.
All right, guys, let's get that under 200 by the end of this hour, and then let's knock it out by the end of the show. And then we're going to have no goal tomorrow. Chevrolet JB is saying no rumble. I don't like that. That's not good. Let's see. Let's take a listen. Tomorrow. Chevrolet JB is saying no rumble. I don't like that. Rumble's right there. That would be rumble. Chevrolet JB. I am happy to say. Dub said with $5 says, making it rain. Me lucky charms. Oh, well, thank you, buddy. So there's our first little dip into that 250. And John Cougar Concentration Camp with $5 over on YouTube says it's way too hot outside to drink soda.
Mm-hmm.
Unsweetened pure leaf iced tea.
Yes.
Is where it's at.
Oh, that sounds great right now.
There you go.
It is. When it's too hot out, I don't like eating or sugars. It all feels like it's overwhelming somehow.
Where did Yo P go? Did I call him out and he got a little embarrassed? I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to be so hard on you. You guys are always so sensitive. Freaky Deaky says April still looks great in green, but damn, Aaron, you looking sexy as always.
You do look good in a polo.
I'm a polo man.
You should always wear polos.
Can always? Well, no, you got to shake it up a little bit. Throw in the odd jersey and a hoodie and a T-shirt. And
I not only hate, but I detest that you ripped your nicest polo. That was my favorite shirt you had.
What do you do? Yeah, see, I'm on Golden Loaf Piggy's side. Unsweetened tea is nasty as fuck.
I love it with a squeeze of lemon. That sounds not cool, I guess.
Yo P says, Aaron, I'm a fan. Why are you so sensitive? I said, if you're a fan and being skeptical, I understand. If you're not a fan, you're just being cunty. I'm sorry that we hurt you so bad. That's not me being sensitive. I was just covering my bases, Yo P. Relax a little bit, buddy. You'll get there. It's okay. It's okay. We got a great show for you tonight. Let's talk about the update on The Thing. The Thing, we are much closer to being able to tell you about The Thing after today. April and I sat down with The Thing. We spoke with The Thing. And I will tell you where we are at with The Thing.
It's actually just Thing from Fantastic Four.
Yes, it's actually Jan Griffiths.
You mean Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah, we sat down with Lancelot, and do you want to watch King Arthur tonight? Finally, do you want to check that out with Clive? I mean, Clive Owen, Mr. Fantastic, Keira Knightley.
No, I will like that movie. I'll probably start it. I don't got the energy for the whole thing tonight.
Okay,
we'll see.
All right.
It's been a day, as he's about to tell you.
Samuel with $5 says, "Hi, April. You look great in that shirt tonight. Although it looks cold in that basement."
Thank you. It totally is. I have shorts on and I wear a blanket over my legs because I'm freezing.
I think he's talking about your nipples.
My nipples aren't out.
I know, but he's making a very funny joke about them.
Well, thanks, Sam.
Oh, thank you very much. 2:35 away from nailing it. Thank you, boys and girls. So, we met with the Thing today, and as we met with the Thing, I can officially tell you that we are now in the bringing it in for a landing phase, which is the haggle phase.
You feel like it's on the hook.
Right.
We're in the process of the reeling in.
We're just about done. Today we all showed our cards, and we all went, we can work within this framework. And now we're at the point where we're working within that framework, and now basically, as Triple N calls it, the Talmudic phase. So
Yeah.
basically, we're hoping that in the next couple of weeks, I would say next week, but I'm thinking next couple of weeks, we have that all hammered out. And basically, we're at the point now where we're haggling over how low your guys' goal is going to be every morning.
Which is very exciting and hard to not talk about.
That's kind of where we're at. So what I'm thinking the goal is going to be at, what they intimated the goal is going to look like from now on, is probably about 150. From 350 to 150. So we're very excited about that. Some people saying, well, how about 0? It's like, well, they can't get to 0. Like, we're kind of meeting them in the middle. They can't get to 0.
That's something you need to work towards, which someday it could become 0.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the plan is for it to become 0. I mean, this is on a path. This is the opening.
I don't also learned some new developments possibly for
April's role with Steel Toe Media.
Eventually.
Yes.
Very weird. Very exciting and interesting.
Cocktiff says, don't fuck it up, Aaron. When have I ever been known to fuck it up? Good point.
I do worry sometimes. Like, I think, well, with the multiple meetings we've had, I think the most nerve-wracking part is always being the first ones to lay your cards on the table.
Yeah, but like I told you, the way it went was kind of the way exactly I was hoping and was thinking it was going to
I didn't think it went bad at all.
Yeah,
I think it's just the nerve-wracking moment of, hey, this is, what it is.
When you go, how about this? And they go, let's figure out a way to make that one work. And then we're like, okay, that's where we're at now. Now we're at the point where it's like, all right, this is what we have picked out. We're going to throw back at you guys what we need from you to make this work. So that's where we're at now. 150 a day on the way, and some other cool changes that we can hopefully tell you about very, very soon. But now I think we can move this from we may have something to tell you to we're now at the when stage. When are we going to be able to tell you about it?
And isn't that the hard part?
We got past the hardest part. Now it says Triple N would call it the Talmudic phase. Pool and Sod Scam Sam says, don't jinx this, Imholt. April and I are going cupola shopping. Wait, she never told me about that.
Well, it was supposed to be a surprise you weren't supposed to tell.
Oh, man. Tell them it needs to be at 0. We did discuss that. I don't think the pockets are that deep to get us to 0. K-Fall in the Great says, saddle, 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 saddle. Freaky Deaky says, so am I going to have to subscribe to Compound to watch this show now? No. You will not have to subscribe to Compound, although you should.
You still
CompoundMedia.com. But look, we will still be doing the Steel Toe Morning Show at 6 o'clock in the morning. Trust me. And there's going to be some other things thrown in there. Red Fox Mad says, I am the curiosity is killing me. What could Steel Toe be planning? Something very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Golden Loaf Piggy says, never be the first to lay your cards out. Walk out before you do that. Well, they laid the cards out a long time ago. Like, we knew what the cards were on their end. We just finally brought ours to the table. The cunniest Jew on YouTube says, gave up my hopes on a divorce announcement.
Why?
Yeah.
Which one of us were you gunning for?
Yeah, I know. A lot of people have to kind of, a lot of people have had to kind of eat their words on that one, and I'm going to, I won't pretend that doesn't make me very happy. Kraken Slappin says, congratulations on maybe having something to say. Thank you. You're welcome.
We are
I appreciate that.
Is it mean of us to talk about it when we can't really talk about it? I haven't decided yet.
I'm just excited. I need to share with people. I need to share. I'm a sharing kind of a guy. Curly Adams says, I get Aaron in the divorce.
If we ever get divorced, I'm out of here. Like, none of you.
Don Lemonade. So the evening show is moving. No. Golden Loaf Piggy, the E-Beggar Supreme, says Aaron will get a new show with a new co-host, and April will get her own show with a new co-host, probably a female co-host. Negro Damas out. Wow, Negro Damas with some predictions. Wow.
Was he there?
Interesting. Grinch Girl says, I think this is the longest you have ever kept a secret. I know, I'm pretty proud of myself. Pretty damn proud
I
of
still
myself.
get nervous, though, when you're talking.
I understand. I have, as they say, a reputation. Oh, boy. So we'll see. Everyone's got their predictions. People have predicted radio. People have predicted compound. There's a couple that I'm surprised you guys haven't guessed yet. Some people have guessed Rumble exclusive.
That's a good guess. I think.
Well, I won't say too much. But, yeah, I mean, there's a couple more options. I'll say this. There's a couple more options you guys could go with that might get close, I suppose. No, Gray Duckling, it is not AIDS. It is not AIDS.
I wouldn't want to announce that.
Yeah, I would. That would not be.
I feel like if I found out I had AIDS, I'm keeping that quiet till I die.
Ooh, collaboration with ROTC. That could be very interesting. You know, Spotify. You're joining Cowpote.
Is he still doing stuff?
See, now Golden Loaf Piggy, that's one that I thought people would guess. I mean, not gash.
I mentioned that. I tried to tell you people, I think a week ago, gas.
Who knows?
You know.
Who knows what the future could hold? All right, let's get into our stories tonight. 2:35 away from knocking this thing out. And again, if fentanyl, see, Yo P guessing fentanyl dealing. See, there's a new one that nobody's guessed yet. That's thinking outside the box.
Very lucrative.
Fentanyl dealing. There's another one. Alex says if it's the Shuli Network, I'll be upset. That would be a step backwards for us, like a big step backwards for multiple reasons.
Why would we ever get on the Shuli Network?
It's not even a network. It's a YouTube channel. I already have one of those. Everybody who has a YouTube channel, all of you with YouTube things, all of you have a network. Congratulations. I
just feel like we don't fit in there, though.
Are you guys meeting up with Lena the Plug? You know what? I won't say no to any of these. I don't want to, I don't want to get too many. I don't want to narrow it down too much and have you guys guess what it possibly could be. So all things are on the table.
All right.
Put it that way.
Well, I'm going to keep guessing, too.
John Jamingo over on Rumble says, okay, I'm letting the cat out of the bag. Steel Toe is coming to the Jamingo Podcasting Network. Oh, my. Why did you do that? We had them on the hook. They were thinking.
They didn't know.
Oh, man. Is it K-Cuck? Yes, we are moving to K-Cuck.
A lot of people into the April's Only fans. How little dignity do you think I have? And actually, how much self-confidence do you think I have? It's not that high.
Do you want them to answer that question
or
no?
They can answer it.
Okay. Let's discuss some things tonight. Like I said, if we knock out tonight's goal, not only are you getting a half hour of overtime, but it's goal-free Wednesday if we knock it out. Let's go to this clip of Corinne Jean-Pierre. We know her as the woefully inept, unqualified White House press secretary. But you know what I hear, April?
What's that?
I hear that she's black.
She definitely is black.
I hear that she's a woman.
She is a woman.
And I hear that she's a lesbian.
She is indeed that, too.
So if you are those three things, you can suck at your job. It's fine.
It's a pass.
Also, my misogyny, I noticed today that they're picking a female head of the Navy against it, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I'm against picking a female head of the Navy.
Okay.
Just like I'm against picking a female anything for the military. Do you know how many more qualified and better skilled men there are for that particular position until you get to that woman? I'm not saying she's bad. I'm not saying she's terrible. I'm just saying, what are the odds that in the military, a woman is the best choice to run the entire show?
I'd say a pretty minimal chance, and that's coming from a female.
Right. It's damn near zero.
I think that men probably under pressure would handle like emotionally a tough decision better and physically.
Yeah.
You know?
But congratulations, you get diversity points.
Ugh.
Lemmy says every other country is fucking laughing at us.
It's
they really
silly.
are.
I would like to see a picture of this person at some point tonight. I have no idea what she looks like, but if she's anything less than an Amanda Nunez, I'm going to be upset.
Admiral Lisa Franchetti.
Why do I know that name?
Is her name. Yeah, there she is. She just looks like
No.
she looks like a health teacher.
Not even. That's like a receptionist somewhere.
Yeah, there she is. There's your new head of the Navy.
Come on. Boy, our buddy has to be just laughing today.
Or crying.
Or
I don't know.
crying.
Yeah,
Both.
A buddy who's an officer in the Navy. I'm sure he thinks this is
He's more
the
qualified,
perfect. He's
I'm
probably
sure.
more qualified,
You know,
to run the Navy than she is.
I don't get it.
I mean, again,
I don't get it.
No, look, no disrespect or anything. I'm sure this woman's had a wonderful career and everything else. Although White Rex has a great point. At least we picked one that's always been a woman. I mean, we're really
I hate
grading on
that
a
we
low
have
curve,
to be
right?
down to that, but
Yeah. It's one of those things where, look, I'm not saying she's unqualified. I'm not saying she's terrible. I'm saying the question I'm asking is how many more qualified, more experienced, more skilled people did you pass over to get to her so you could say that you picked a woman?
in the Navy, probably all of them.
If you show me the metric and it goes, hey, look, man, she beats these guys in all this stuff, then I go, you know what? I withdraw. You're right, I'm wrong. But I'm very confident without any information that this opinion is the correct one. And I feel comfortable throwing myself out there without any prior knowledge and being pretty much assured that I'm right.
I don't even necessarily think there's anything wrong with being a female in the Navy. I'm sure there's plenty of really great jobs she's qualified for in the Navy. But to be in charge of the entire thing to me seems like we've overlooked some people.
Yeah.
I don't like hiring based on diversity quotas.
That's
I
where
don't like that. I need quality candidates, not diversity candidates.
April was going for a run today for household items, dishwasher detergent, laundry detergent, fabric softener, all this other stuff. She was out getting these things. And after she was done paying for all of those items, she just texted me. She goes, I can't fucking wait to vote for a Republican administration.
I did. That was verbatim. I don't like shopping for anything. I don't buy fun things. You can't get out of the house with all your laundry and like dishwasher needs and shit for damn near $100, was it?
Yeah.
For like everything, and all I got was household items.
Right.
It's sickening.
And she just texted me. I have the text. She just goes, I can't fucking wait to vote for a Republican administration. Now,
I don't think I've ever said that.
For frame of
aloud.
reference, 4 or 5 years ago, do you remember? Do you have any kind of like idea or estimate at how much that stuff cost?
Like all that stuff together, I probably could have at least done half.
Really?
I'd say half to 75% of the cost of what it is now.
Wow.
That's insane.
Yikes.
I feel like just toothpaste alone has doubled in price.
Damn it.
The same tube that we get, I bet you it was half price a few years ago.
That does matter. I thought that was exaggerated, but you know what? You're right, because I remember whenever I go to the grocery store with you, I'll check out bacon. And bacon is double from like $3.99 to $6.99.
Oh, $6.99 is almost on sale now.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
$8.99.
Okay, so it is
$9.99.
double. Because I remember it used to be like $4.
I will not buy it anymore unless it's on sale for $5 something or $4 something.
I'll go back to this Corinne Jean-Pierre thing in a second, but Ice Cube is trending, and I need to know why. Oh, fuck.
Probably said something right wing.
No, he's going to be on Tucker.
That's awesome.
Tucker Carlson. Oh, no, he was on Tucker.
Okay.
We might have to save this for Rumble Friday, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure Tucker was going to be so worried once he left Fox.
Well,
right?
the only clip I have here is of them talking about the vaccine, and I'm pretty sure I can't play. Isn't that amazing? You can't play that on YouTube.
Just save it for Friday. Fuck. I'm trying not to say that. Screw YouTube.
A tour of South Central LA with Ice Cube. Oh, shit. Tucker and Ice Cube went to South Central Los Angeles? It's fucking awesome. All right.
I'm glad they're still living after.
Okay, guys, could you write down Rumble Friday, Tucker and Ice Cube? I can't wait to listen to those two talk to each other. That would be a really fascinating listen. The first thing I wanted to do... Yeah, oh, Lemmy, yes. Aaron, did you see Hulk Hogan on Theo Von's podcast today? It was really good. I was listening to it at the gym. I probably got about 15 or 20 minutes in, and it was really good. I could listen to the Hulkster talk about gardening. For God's sake.
Somebody put in the chat tonight that somebody's on Tim Pool, too. Was that Roseanne?
Roseanne is on Tim Pool. Everybody's getting
I'm
good
not a
guests
Tim
now.
Pool guy.
No,
but I am a Roseanne guy.
Yeah.
So.
2:35 away from tonight's goal. If you feel like contributing, please do. All right, Karine Jean-Pierre was being asked. Apparently, the Biden administration wants to go after more household appliances now in the name of climate change. They want them all to be eco-friendly. I mean, if this isn't trying to just fuck people out of their houses and drive them into little hovel apartments and not be able to afford space where they can have children, like if this isn't all part of like population control, I'm sorry to be that guy, but if this isn't a population control thing, I don't know what is.
It totally is. It all is. I've been saying it for a long time and feeling a little freaked out, slighted maybe even. Like if I look at people pregnant right now that have multiple kids already, and I don't know how they keep expanding their family. Yeah. I don't know how to afford it. You know, like we've already got 3 kids here. I would be sickened to find out I was pregnant today. I'd be sickened.
I will say this. When you have the government doing everything they can policy-wise to make everything more expensive.
Yeah.
Inflating the cost of money, inflating the cost of everything. When you have a stagnant economy, massive inflation, prices going up, basically stagflation like they had in the late 70s. And then that makes it so the people who already live in your country and are established can't have children. But then you allow illegals by the millions to come over the borders, and then you have the gall to yell at people like Tucker Carlson who even bring up the phrase replacement doctrine. Or replacement theory, or the great replacement, and you go, how dare you? That's a horrible thing to say. Well, okay, let me give you the benefit of the doubt and say you aren't trying to do it.
Right.
But what else would you call pricing people out of their homes, pricing people out of their everyday lives, making it so they can't afford to have children anymore, making it so they can't afford to retire, like a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then just letting waves and waves of third world poor people into your country by the hundreds of thousands.
Well, handing out welfare to all of them.
What am I supposed so okay, let's not call it the great replacement. Let's not call it replacement theory. Let's just not, people are sensitive about that term. What the fuck do you call that?
You can't say replacement, it sounds too negative.
You clearly still need new people in this country, but you don't want your people to have new people. So you just bring in all of the people because what? They're easier to brainwash than the people that are here? I don't know.
Quite possibly because they're coming from lesser situations than we have here.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Like you have to consider if you come from like Mexico and stuff and you don't have all the luxuries that this country offers.
I tell you this, those people
and you're handed it to you, that's going to be pretty enticing.
But those people tend to draw the line at pink hair and chopped off genitals.
Yeah, but if you throw enough free shit at them,
who knows?
You never know.
Yeah, you guys can be into this shit or we'll yank all your free shit from you. How's that?
I'm telling you.
So somebody decided to ask Karine Jean-Pierre, like, are you purposely trying to bend people over and fuck them in the asshole with all of this, the appliances and regulations and all this shit going on?
Please tell me she said yes.
Let's see.
On appliances. So from this administration, we've seen them go after gas stoves, air conditioning units with regulation, refrigerators, washing machines, dishwashers, now water heaters. How many more home appliances will Americans eventually have to replace then because of regulation?
All right, so that's a good question. Look.
Great question.
All of those things that guy mentioned, I don't know, $10,000 a family
It's
at
at
least.
minimum 10 grand because guess what? All these high efficiency everything appliances, very expensive.
Not only
They're all
that,
expensive.
how much more efficient does all this shit need to get? Like you go look in.
It doesn't really.
Go look in your utility rooms. All of your shit is like 95. Like if you bought a house in the 21st century, chances are the shit you have has like a 95 efficiency rating.
It's just control and conformity. It's more of the same. Like they want to be in control of what you have in your life
Yeah.
and what you don't have.
Well, this guy asks Corinne Jean-Pierre, well, I mean, how much are people supposed to spend with all these regulations? Now, Corinne Jean-Pierre's job is to sell this chicken shit and turn it into chicken salad and feed it to the reporters so they feed it back to the people. Let's see how she handles it. Because remember, she may not be very good at her job, but she does have a superpower. She's a woman, she's black, and she's gay.
And she looks nice today. I love her outfit.
Yes.
I'd wear
I like
it.
the Arby's look with the hair.
I think she looks very
Good.
cute, actually.
Boing.
Actually have to replace then because of regulations.
So just to be clear, when it comes to water heaters, and it is proposed, what has been put forward, and if it is enacted, it would not take it into effect until 2029. So let's not forget that.
Oh, well, there you go. See, quit whining, all you plebs. I mean, shit, they're not going to make you replace all of your perfectly functioning furnaces and water heaters and all this other shit until 6 years from now.
Your stoves, no more gas stoves.
Yeah. Come on. You guys are worried about all this shit. She's talking about it's almost 6 years away. I mean, it's fine then.
6 years away. Who's going to be in office then? How expensive is everything going to be?
Oh, hey, don't worry, guys. You know all this shit we're going to do that's going to cost you a fortune and fuck everything up? Yeah. And probably tax the shit out of the electrical grid? Don't worry. We're not going to do it to you for another 6 years. Is she trying to say like, hey, don't worry about it. It's 6 years. The way we're doing shit, we're going to make sure most of you are dead by then. So.
That's incredible. Like, because what you just said, any other year might have been like ridiculous. Right. It's totally not right now.
Yeah, you got to kind of keep everything on the table.
Got to remember, we're on like the verge of World War III. Everything's super expensive here. Diseases popping up.
Got some diseases popping up.
Willy-nilly.
Rumble's app made me do this. Says, I feel like I have to say, is that a heart for April?
Yeah.
It's just jokes. Oh, it says, the one woman with a worse hairline than April. Oh, see, there you go. That's why he's saying it's just love.
See, now, if you saw my whole person, like in person, it's pretty proportionate, actually. It goes nice with my nice thighs.
Exactly. Where's disgruntled Wawa manager? Has anyone seen these two at the same time, says LOS. Yeah, I've been wondering about where my disgruntled Wawa manager is. Maybe he
was fired.
Yeah, maybe he lost his gig. I don't know. But I do know we're 235 away from tonight's goal. Let's go ahead and everybody chip in and help knock that out. Becoming a member is huge. Gifting memberships is great. Streamlabs and PayPal is awesome, and chipping in on Rumble helps a lot as well. Let's go ahead and knock that down. Let's get it under 200 by the top of the hour here. 235 away. Again, if we knock out tonight's goal, we are foregoing the goal for tomorrow morning.
The whole thing.
Done. The whole thing. We're passing our savings from Old Capital along to you guys if we knock out tonight's goal. So thank you very, very much. Hey, you want to watch a very beautiful woman just turn ugly in front of you for being such a remarkable bitch?
Isn't it funny how that happens often? Guys, this is a good thing that I've got a whack forehead because that means I can't be that crazy of a bitch, right?
It's remarkable how many women you'll see and you'll go, wow, that's a really hot chick. Why is she all alone? And then she'll start talking and behaving and you'll go, oh, I get it.
Okay.
Like it's not worth it.
Right.
Like, it's just, what the fuck is wrong?
But why so many guys will absolutely look past the crazy and the because somebody's hot.
I don't know if I feel like fewer than ever before though are doing that. A lot of guys, and I think this is a bad thing, but a lot of guys are starting to go, fuck it, it ain't worth it. And they're just kind of swearing it off. And the incel phenomenon and shit like that. I feel like a lot of guys are just swearing the whole deal off, and it's
Here's
because
the
of
thing.
chicks like this.
I'd rather be with somebody completely hideous and have like a good personality than be with somebody who looks like a supermodel and is just shitty.
Spoken like a woman right there.
I truly would, though.
I mean, you know what Bill Maher says? You show me the most beautiful woman in the world, I'll show you a guy tired of fucking her.
It's true because she's probably exhausting.
Yes. So now you take a look at this woman. She's very attractive.
Mhm.
She's got a great face, nice fucking tits, relatively slender. She looks like she's got a lean build, as it were. So the only thing that could really make you not be interested in a woman like this is if she went out of her way to be so remarkably cunty that it actually ruined your vibe, wrecked your mood
Right,
completely.
it's off-putting.
Would you like to watch this woman give it her best shot?
I sure would.
Go ahead and
I-
check it out.
I'm nervous almost.
How
How bad could this be?
Everything you dislike about modern women is in this. Vapidity. She's vapid as all shit.
Is she a single mom?
Self-absorbed. No, she's probably had a couple abortions, as I would guess. She's a good egg. She takes care of it for you. She's vapid, self-centered, self-unaware, and also ranting and raving about something that none of us gave a fuck about. Here we go. Let's check it out.
Every single time that I wear these earrings, every single time without fail, a man comments and says, "Those are interesting."
That's a compliment, you fucking asshole.
Really? I don't think it's a compliment, but it's not something I would repeat.
It's not something I would give a shit about. How about this? We're guys. The fact that we even noticed you're wearing earrings scores some points.
I feel like the fact that you notice she's wearing earrings means you're like interested and trying not to be creepy about it.
Here, I've got a fact for you. If you're a man and you look at this woman and you notice her earrings, you're gay. Congratulations. Oh, man, what do you notice about her? Oh, man, those are such nice fucking earrings. All right, cool.
But I do think that when a man says, "Oh, that's interesting," I don't think that's a compliment. That sounds like he doesn't like
Well,
them.
you know what you should do if you're a woman? You should read into that harmless comment 50 different ways and fuck your whole day up over it.
No, I
Please
would never.
be my guest.
I would never even like wish to think about it again. I'd certainly not make a TikTok about it.
Wow, that's a unique choice of earring that you're wearing. Wow, those are bold statement earrings that you're wearing.
Oh, man.
As she gets bitchier and bitchier, it's an amazing phenomenon. You actually watch her get less hot.
Yeah, she is becoming like boring to me.
Right. It's
the more she
incredible
talks.
how they actually start to look like an ogre the bitchier they get about this completely innocuous topic. And also, it's not like you're wearing little studs in your ears and people are noticing them. You wore big, gaudy, giant, fuzzy-ended earrings. and
Ill-shaped.
Right. People are noticing them.
Yeah, I personally don't like them.
Yeah.
Single time. And I got it again today. And you know what? I'm going to wear my loud, interesting, all the things earrings.
Oh.
I can't do anything but laugh at her.
Oh, please, ma'am, don't. Oh, God. Oh, don't hurt me with your she power, earrings wearer. Oh, my God, no. I don't know how the patriarchy will survive with you fighting back with those hideous earrings.
Wow, I can't. Number one, I can't imagine being her talking about this, like I've said. But two, I can't imagine being a guy going up to her just to say they don't like her earrings.
Yeah.
I feel like you should just both walk away from the situation.
Like I said,
Am I
even if
wrong?
you're wearing those earrings, the thing you should hear from creepy guys walking by more than anything is, "Hey, nice tits." And then he keeps walking away. Like, I'm sorry, but the guys you're yelling at right now are the gay ones.
I had a very nice.
And I can't take any credit for them.
I was crossing the street somewhere in town today in a very cute green dress, and some lady driving rolled down her window just to scream out the window, "Cute dress" to me. I thought that was very nice.
Yeah.
That's what you
And
creepy people should
I
say.
ran down the truck at a red light and I beat the shit out of that lady. It was an impulse thing. I couldn't
It
control
was
myself.
mean. It was a nice compliment.
I know. I didn't know what else to do.
But that's
I
how you be
lost
creepy to
control.
girls. You yell out your car windows about how cute they are.
Interesting, all the things earrings. Anyway, and I'm going to love it. And I'm going to enjoy every second of it.
Oh, you better not. You better get back in the house. Oh, you better get in the kitchen. Oh, this is totally what happens all the time. Oh, don't you wear those earrings, bitch. Oh, don't you go out of the house like that. You're too interesting. Oh.
Am I just living under a rock, or is this like an epic waste of time?
I'm sorry, but as I watch this, I'm like, I don't think that's far away from what most women, especially women on TikTok, are.
No, I completely believe that. I detest all that is TikTok, and she is the epitome of that.
To watch a beautiful like if this was a big, fat, ugly girl, I really wouldn't care because it's like, okay, you didn't have much going for you anyway. So there's that.
I mean, you could try to turn it around.
I mean, well, you look, everybody could, we could all put in a little more effort, myself included.
Me too. I tried today very hard.
We could all put in a little bit of effort.
Yes.
However, when it comes to someone like this, you're actually putting in effort to make yourself less likable when you have the easiest job in the world. You're a woman with great tits, good complexion, and a good look. All you have to do is not be unbearably cunty. And what did you decide to do with your spare time? Be remarkably cunty.
This is the only chance I'll give her to be forgiven is if she does not want a partner. If she adamantly does not want a partner.
She's doing well.
Then she's doing her best.
Great job. I will give her one other break, if possible.
Okay.
She's mentally retarded.
Isn't that most of them on TikTok?
Then I will say, well,
I don't have a lot of, I'm sorry. I'm sure there's some people who are fine on TikTok. I don't know all of you, obviously. But I feel like if you're spending your time on TikTok to make goofy, wacky little clips like that, you got to touch of something.
You mean if you go like this to a man and you shake your earrings at him aggressively and go, are my earrings interesting? I'm going to keep wearing my interesting earrings. I mean, I've never seen a woman be able to talk herself out of dick before, but I feel like I found the one that can do it.
That's the one. There's not a chance, ever, under any circumstance, that I'm wasting my time to make that TikTok.
Drunk on Cringe with $10. Thank you, buddy. He says, for April. That's good that he specified.
Thank you, sir.
I don't want to get a big head and think that any of that had anything to do with me. So thank you. Drunk on Cringe. 2:30 away from tonight's goal. If we hit it tonight, we are not doing any goals tomorrow morning. None. Zero. I want to continue on here. I want to catch up with some of the chats for this story. A lot of people writing in about this one. That's a hell of a pause screen. Yeah, I wanted to pause screen right about there.
If I didn't have to wear these very cute headphones, maybe someday I'll wear wacky earrings for all of you.
Triple N says being a cunt is her superpower. Oh, see, I didn't know that. Where is her hijab? Says Dustin Hoffman. It wouldn't hurt, right?
Right, you couldn't see the earrings then.
SH says my friend yelled out my car window to these two girls. Hey, you're hot as fuck.
That's happened to me.
That's very original, though. It works all the time, right? I can't count on how many. I've seen guys yell, you're hot as fuck out the window, and the girl goes, I have to run that vehicle down and suck all of their dicks off.
See, now it has happened to me on multiple occasions, and I can't tell you how awkward and slightly uncomfortable that is.
I will
have to turn around and look at whoever the stranger is and be like, thanks.
I thought the tough part was running them down and sucking their dicks. See, that sounds like the roughest
No,
part.
you can unhinge your jaw enough.
Oh, okay. See, I was on a date with a girl back in my early 20s, and we were having a nice time. We're walking down the road, and these three guys, they go, oh, baby, you looking hot today. That's a sweet ass and great tits you got. And she's like, oh, that's disgusting. And then she sprinted down and sucked them all off like a circus seal. But it's okay.
Was your date?
Yeah, it turns out she owed them money for cocaine.
Oh, my God.
So
you've had a real bad string of women in your life, I feel.
Yeah, I never saw her again after that, but that was a weird image to right there on the sidewalk. Three guys, all Asian, just going to town. And she just went, we're calling cocaine. And I was like, oh, well, at least there's a reason why, And then you hear the reason and you're like, yeah, but did I want one?
I do feel like the type of man to holler at you from a car, there's always a type of man that
You don't think that's a big dick? You don't think that's big dick energy?
Oh, that's not where I was going, but we're going to go with what you said.
Homosexual? Asian?
Right, homos.
So a tiny penis? Oh, I see what you're saying. Unoriginal says, nope, not watching this show. They picked on my favorite fairy princess, Ben Shapiro. Aww. We did pick on Ben today, but...
Ben lost it a little bit.
Ben, you got to be honest. Ben Shapiro's losing his mind a little bit over this Barbie thing for absolutely zero fucking reason. And
I don't think there's a reason to care about Barbie so much.
Yeah, I don't think you need to be that passionate.
Is it that important?
You would think not.
It's a movie.
It's the fucking Barbie movie. But okay. Bocephus, the Negromancer, says you can pry my water heater from my cold, dead hands.
I agree to that.
I like that one. Love that you guys shat on him, says Unoriginal. Yeah, I mean, Ben Shapiro doesn't really show up as much anymore. So I don't, so when he does show up, you want to take a look.
Well,
what's Benny up to?
Makes it worth your time too, right?
When I was young, I would scream at old ladies when we rode by, "I'd fuck you," says Golden Loaf Piggy. Well, see, people pass the time in different ways.
See, now that's just funny. And you can tell when the guys don't really mean it. They're just trying to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Zen Rhino says Ben Shapiro had a 30-minute debate with his female clone Brett Cooper on the Barbie movie.
Why?
Oh, that just has to be must watch.
Now I feel like I have to watch that just for show prep almost. Like I need to see it now to see what all the hype's about. Why is Ben Shapiro so angry?
He's just upset about the Barbie movie. I think because Barbie's taller than him. I would
wager a guess that you're right.
That might make him mad. That might upset Benny. But yeah, I think with Ben Shapiro, someone puts it very well in the chat. Maybe he just sees really fit, blonde-haired, blue-eyed people, and he gets super nervous as a Jewish guy. He's like, uh-oh, here they come again. I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. Burn them before they burn you, Benny. Burn them before they burn you.
Here's the thing. There's only one of those in that movie. I don't know if you've seen the trailers, but it's pretty diverse.
Ben Shapiro, he quoted, what's his name? Quoted Bray Wyatt when he said, and then my mother said, you got to get them before they get you. A snake's skin is the same color as the leaves, she told me. And I understood her.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Poor Ben.
I love you, Sister Abigail. Buddy says, screw all this higher efficiency shit. Where's my Star Trek food replicator and teleporter? That show was based in 2023. That does feel like a ripoff, doesn't it?
Isn't that kind of weird to go back and like watch Back to the Future and stuff like that and what they thought
it's all past
things would be like at a certain year, and it's totally not that.
I tell you what, I'm suing Gene Roddenberry. That's for sure. All right, kiddos, 230 away from tonight's goal. We wanted to be under 200 by the top of the hour. That's usually a good omen for the evening show. Let's keep trying. Let's get there. Let's chip in a little bit. We are a listener-supported show. We're trying to do goal-free tomorrow, and the way we're going to do that is by knocking it out tonight. So if you feel like contributing, otherwise, I think what's coming in from Old Capitol would just go to replace tonight. Let's see if we can have a goal-free tomorrow morning. Thanks,
cool.
Boys and girls. This one I have to tiptoe around a little bit. This one could get me in a little bit of trouble. Zen Rhino's right. Nice try, Aaron. Gene Roddenberry's been dead famously for years. Oh, well, of course. Yes. YP, Yopi, I don't know why you're so concerned about counting our money, but yes, Old Capitol did shut down 6 months ago. You see, when you sell a business, you settle all your debts.
Yeah, you finally sold it.
After you sell your business. God damn, Yopi. You gotta stop it, but like if you're like that in just regular life, people aren't gonna like you. I'm just trying to help you, buddy. So I got to be very careful with this one as you guys knock out that 230 here because it's a study. It's a fact. It's a fact check on a study, but who knows what they're going to strike you for now. Today on Trust the Science, not the bee says, we've got a doozy. Dr. Vinay Prasad, a medical director and professor at UC San Francisco, with a new paper he co-authored in the New England Journal of Medicine, saying this week, another person and I proved that Israeli studies, which the FDA relied upon, are confounded. Boosters reduce non-COVID deaths far too much to be true. Israeli authors concede this in reply. Wow, millions got unproven boosters, FDA failed. Now, using observational methods, calculated an adjusted 90% lower mortality due to COVID-19 among participants who received a Pfizer shot than among those who did not receive a shot. They found 65 COVID-19 associated deaths, reported 0.16 per 100,000 persons per day, among participants in the booster group, and 137 2.98 per 100,000 per day among those in the non-booster group, which is a 94.6% difference. Translation, boosters reduced deaths by 94.6%. Great, right? That's awesome news.
That sounds fantastic.
However, in a subsequent letter, reported 441 deaths in the death group not related to COVID-19 in the booster group, and 963 deaths not related to COVID-19 in the non-booster group. So what they did was they underreported the amount of non-COVID-19 related deaths in the booster group and reported every non-COVID-19 related death in the non-booster group.
So they're a little fudged.
A little fudged. This was the study we based all of our mandates on.
Yep. I'm hearing you.
Take this or you can't get a job. Take this or you can't go here. Take this or you can't go there. And all you had to do was ask the question, hey, did you fudge these numbers? And they went back and looked and they go, yeah, we kind of fudged the numbers.
No, they went, no. It looks good here.
So the mortality not related to COVID-19 was calculated as 0.16 per 1.09 per 100,000 persons per day in the booster group, as compared with 963 over 137 times 2.98 equals 20.95 per 100,000 persons per day in the non-booster group. This corresponds to a 94.8% lower mortality not related to COVID-19 among participants in the booster group, and indicates a markedly lower incidence of adverse health outcomes in the booster group. So basically what they did was they took non-COVID related deaths and essentially put it in the COVID category to jack up the number.
Which is something that people were questioning while it was happening, by the way.
So what happened, the translation of this is not taking the booster caused a 0.2% lower mortality rate across all non-COVID related deaths than those taking it. And again, that was the study that all of the mandates and they pushed all of the things. That's what it was based on.
It's hard to find the words to say about that stuff anymore.
It's just,
because it's so frustrating, but it's hard to even extend your emotions that much about it anymore because nothing happens. Because they can just keep telling us, hey, you guys were right that whole time.
Yeah.
In your questioning.
So the Israeli study cooked the books on on all the COVID shit and all of that stuff. And again, we find this out. People looked into this and got the answers a year or two after it was too late. And now we just have to, congratulations, we get to live with this knowledge, but not do anything about it.
What's done is done. Can't undo it, guys. I mean, shoot. Gee golly shucks, we screwed up.
Yeah. Another one of those stories where you look at it and you go, okay, what now? And then everyone goes, I guess nothing.
So, that's the exhausting part for me. That's why I tend to not want to dive too deep into that stuff because I don't want to be angry.
And you kind of have a feeling in your head of what the answer already is.
I think a lot of people already knew the answers because the problem with this is a lot of these questions were very common sense questions that everyone was crucified for.
All right, guys, we got about 50 minutes before we rattle this here offering plate. Try to knock out that goal tonight. 2:30 away. Let's see if we can do it. Slow going this evening, but if we knock out tonight's goal, no goal tomorrow. How's that? That's what I want to throw to you guys. We're looking forward to doing that tomorrow. So let's knock this out tonight, and then we can do a half hour of overtime, and then just do a show tomorrow morning. Streamlabs and PayPal, Streamlabs and PayPal, Streamlabs and PayPal. There you go. Chip in. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, memberships, Rumble rants. If you feel like giving into your favorite program, please do. We appreciate it. You know how people all the time now get fired because they tweeted something out or they wrote something, they shared something on social media, and they get canned? Well, another thing that people have done historically is they've gone back because they don't like somebody, and they look through their tweets and their social media from 10 years ago.
A long time.
And they go and they hold it up to their bosses or whoever, and they go, can you believe that 10 years ago, this asshole said this on social media.
This monster.
And it would fuck you over, and there would be enough public pressure. Sometimes people would get fired for it. Now, that is at least you can make the two arguments that, oh, just because he said it 10 years ago doesn't mean it wasn't offensive then. I mean, I think it's a shitty argument, and you shouldn't lose your job over 10-year-old tweets. But at least you can say, you can hold it up and go, oh, look, he said this.
Yes, you have evidence.
How about the idea of getting fired from your job because of tweets you like? Just this.
Wow, you hit the like button?
Not tapping on the keyboard, not sending out the message, just clicking like.
I have very rarely gotten grief from anybody for like what I've liked before, but it has happened. Not enough to get me fired over, but like, oh, I didn't know you would associate with this person. How dare you like that person's tweet?
Yeah.
You know, how gross.
Oh, no, they're saying Rumble stopped working, and sure enough, it did.
Terrible screen.
What the fuck? Take a look at what Rumble looks like right now. April was getting real heavy into something, and then Rumble just went kaput.
Oh, that's fun.
Me with the bracelet the kids made. By the way, this bracelet, the kids made it for me, and I wear it
I actually think
sometimes
it's cute.
on the evening show. So, yeah, Rumble Rumble took a little shit on us. Let me go into the Rumble chat. Come on over to YouTube. We need all of you, for Christ's sake. It's just, we need the whole shooting match. Tigger next door with $10 says, I'm on vacation with my family and took time away from them to listen to this terrible show. Oh. New boot goofing. Well, thank you, buddy. 220 away from tonight's goal. Let's all chip in and help knock that out. So, optic nerve, it means new boot goofing. It's a little phrase, a little fun phrase from Reno 911.
The
back
deep
in the
cut.
day. It's a deep cut from Reno 911. Thank you. And that would be Rumble. That is the sound Rumble is currently making. Little phrase, a little fun phrase from Reno 911. Oh, wait. Did we come back? Did Rumble come back?
That was really disturbing.
Nope. Rumble didn't come back. Oh, boogers.
Sounded like we're playing Galaga.
A little bit.
What the hell?
Yo P says, if you need YouTube, maybe not the day to start talking vax again. Well, I didn't know Rumble was going to take a shit today.
Yeah, we didn't plan that.
It's getting closer and closer, though. Like, you look at Rumble Friday, and you look at now we have more viewers on Rumble during the morning show than YouTube. It's like 400 YouTube, 450 on Rumble at our peak. And it's getting to the point where maybe someday we won't need the Google gatekeepers.
Yeah, until Rumble takes a poop in the middle of our stream.
Or YouTube buys them.
Kidding me?
Thank you very much, Ethan. He says, I'm excited to hear the not news you can't say. Well, look, we're getting close.
Thank you.
Raymond with $5 over on PayPal. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, we're 205 away from hitting it. So there you go. Keep her going. Thank you very much. Let's keep that dream alive of no goals tomorrow morning. So this guy, college professor, I believe. No, I'm sorry, not a college professor, college president.
Wow, so very important, obviously.
The main guy in charge of the college has been forced to resign because of tweets he liked.
See, that's a sickness, guys. I don't want to know what people are tweeting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't look at anyone in my life and want to know about what they're tweeting and judge them based on such.
And how about the fact that you would be such a delicate person that looking at what someone liked on their Twitter and going, well, they simply cannot be employed. They can't. I mean, we're not even talking about they have an opinion they can't be employed. It's they can't even click that little digital button.
The little heart.
They can't click the little digital thumbs up or the digital heart and then have a job and make a living to provide for their family. I mean, this kind of goes to that social credit score shit where, where's the, we got the drop in here somewhere. I believe it is right in, it's my Nazi
I
one.
believe in you.
You would think I would know where my Nazi drops are, for God's sake.
You're letting us down.
Look, I think the time has come. We may need to get rid of some of these.
You should clean that out.
This is a lot. Yeah, I mean, the social credit score is basically checking up on you, finding out. Have you been a good little Nazi? Exactly. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Have you been ratting on all the right people? Have you been, saying all the right things? Have you been liking all the right tweets and not liking all the wrong tweets and everything else?
Hey, and by the right tweets, you should be liking everyone who's left wing and,
Oh, by the way,
trust
go
the
to
science.
our website. We'll show you the tweets that are okay to like.
Right. There's a whole section. And then there's an entire encyclopedia of things you shouldn't be liking. I mean, good Lord, I should be fired for all the Kumia tweets I've liked.
Yes. Oh, by the way, the boss man, Anthony, the boss.
You're going to be fine.
I didn't.
You're making me nervous now. Knock it off.
I didn't say
Your
anything.
face is 50 shades of red.
I fucking said nothing.
Now I'm nervous. My legs are getting crampy and weird.
Mr. Anthony did retweet the evening show last night,
Yes, he did.
which was very, very cool.
Very cool of him.
Yes, Pool and Sod Scam Sam says nobody beats El Zapateria Emporium. 4 payments, genuine ostrich.
There you
There you
go.
go.
See, he's got it.
Johnny David with $5 says, from my family in the Midwest, Western Australia to yours in Minnesota. Thank you, buddy.
Wow.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And even $200 away from knocking out tonight's goal. There you go, boys and girls. Thanks for all your generosity, regardless of which platform it is. I'm being told that Rumble is back on. Yep, there it is. Tonight's goal. There you go, boys and girls. Thanks for all your...
Look how cute you are.
Rumble is back. There you go. So, here is the college president story. Jefferson CEO Joseph G. Cacchione. Well, that is a whoppy name. That is
Wow.
a wet-ass Italian name.
I feel like that should come with a side of spaghetti.
Yes, Jefferson CEO. I feel like he should be singing Gloria by Umberto Tozzi with that name. La dita cruscaracatia. His version, by the way, better than Laura Branigan's.
It is, but she can still get it.
Jefferson CEO, not anymore. She's a corpse, but that's okay.
I mean,
She had a good
judge much.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Jefferson CEO Joseph G. Cacchione said in an email last week to the university community that, oh no, this is Dr. Mark Tikosinski. What is this? The most fucked up name competition at Philadelphia's Thomas Jefferson
Right,
University?
we got Joseph Chicken Cacciatore and
Yeah.
Mark
You got
Teriyaki.
Wop E. Guinea fucking running around there. Anyway,
Tasty names.
how about the wonderful irony that after coming under fire, this guy was under fire,
It must have
by
hurt.
the way. You don't want to be under fire.
No, it
You
burns.
don't even really want to be over fire. You kind of want to have a nice, healthy distance from fire.
Kind of melt off a little.
Yeah. After coming under fire several months ago for liking tweets critical of COVID and trans surgeries for kids, what a monster, Dr. Mark Tikosinski has resigned as president of Philadelphia's Thomas Jefferson University. How about that? Savor the irony for a second. A man had to quit his job because of pressure he got, not for just opinions that he expressed, but expressing his like of an idea at a school named after one of our founding fathers.
I just really, really believe that is a very clear and bright example of how soft our goddamn society is. I really think it is. Like, people see, this person in charge liked this thing. That hurts me.
I mean, look,
Ugh.
their emotions may be soft, but their action is pretty hard.
The people take it seriously now.
Yeah.
Like, your softness turns into action. And you harm people in their livelihoods. I don't understand
Right.
these people.
Rupert with $9.99 says, well, now he can go back to his old job in the mob. No. He's the Polak, not the Guinea. It's totally fine. It's amazing how you're allowed to be
Thank you,
selfish or racist.
Selfish. I mean,
Racist to those people.
lots of selfish people out there.
Rupert with another $4.99 says, also, that girl had balls hanging from her ears, the people kind. Yeah, see, how do we know?
Thanks, Rupert.
190 away, by the way. Thank you, boys and girls. We're getting down there, and no goal tomorrow if we knock this out. So this guy got, was kind of under pressure. The CEO, Joseph G. Chicken Cacciatore, he's actually the interim CEO for the original one.
Mark Teriyaki.
No, Eddie Kuchikacha Kamatosa Niratosa Noka Sama Kamawaki Brown was the original CEO, and Joseph Chicken Cacciatore was the guy.
Well, now I'm hungry.
Yeah. Actually, he took over for Sergeant O'Leary,
God.
who works on Sullivan Street.
Mm-hmm.
At night, he becomes a bartender. He works at He works at Mr. Cacciatore's down on Sullivan Street, across from the medical center. He actually traded in his Chevy for, what was it, April?
A Cadillac.
And you ought to know by now. Can't drive with a broken back. Sorry. Anyway, Guinea name said in an email last week to the university community that Tikaczynski is stepping down to focus on his research and clinical translation efforts. Yeah, that's what they always do when these guys have to step down due to stupid fucking reasons like tweets they liked. Oh, yeah, he was just really bored of that, not having any oversight, absolutely no expectations, easy cush president of a university tenured gig. He really hated having that, and he just wanted to get away from that so he could do shit that paid him less.
I sure think so.
That's how it always goes with these poor guys.
If you're not like promoting, let's say, like Nazi-like behavior, I don't think anything, or like killing people or something, I don't think anything you do in your off time, like off the job, should have anything to do with your employment status.
Well,
ever.
And really, even if you do promote Nazi-like behavior, I need to know one thing. How did you mean it?
Right. Did you have a good point to make? Or was it completely out of line?
Was it about the times that the trains were pulling into the station? Because I've heard that part was really efficient.
Were you just really into blonde hair and blue eyes? Because then I understand.
Yeah. Which one is it? I'm not sure. Well, anyway, CEO, Lasagna over here decided that his president had to go. The president, however, would remain a full-time professor, adding that he will no longer be interim dean of Jefferson's Sidney Kimmel Medical College. So this guy wore a shitload of hats, and they went to his hat rack and went, "Oh, you like that tweet? We don't like. You liked that tweet? We don't like." You just knock
him down a peg or two per tweet.
Right. And that's actually worse than getting fired.
That is. I'd rather just be gone, because you know what? Now I'm going to be working for this place being resentful. And you know what? I'm not going to talk very nice about it.
Right. And not only that, like, I used to be the president. Now I'm going to have a boss whose job I used to have, and I'm downgraded to a professor. So you've all humiliated me, plus I still have to work here.
Yeah, no thanks.
I don't really see how that's going to work out. Yeah, just let me go.
Let me go. I will do anything else.
Several employees and students concerned about Tikaczynski's tweet likes noted to the paper that his resignation is a relief. Yeah, I'm sure you'll all get better grades because of it.
No offense. I don't want to be associated with you as a person if you feel relief that somebody got fired from a tweet they liked.
Oh, a guy expressed some ideas that we really don't like, and then we made him quit his job, and we're so much happier now. It's like that.
It's an illness in you, not them.
But it's really an illness in the culture, and it kind of shows that, like, you can blame politicians all you want, but the politicians just kind of follow the people. It's the people who are rotting the country from the inside out first. I mean, like George Carlin said, where do you think these evil, nasty, disgusting, corrupt politicians come from?
The ideas come from somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't fall from the sky. They came from American schools and American families and American neighborhoods.
American voters as well.
Right. We are stupid. It was one of the outcomes we wanted. A medical school student who asked for anonymity over fear of retribution told the, okay, so you can call this guy out for all his public tweets. You can wreck his job. You can take money out of his pocket. You can get him fired. You can take food off his family's table. But when it comes time for you to face what you did, well, I don't want to give you my name. People might be mad at me.
I really, like, it truly used to be like a real hack statement to say, this society's gone soft or a bunch of snowflakes. It's the truth. It's the absolute truth. Like, I'm sorry if anything Twitter related, which, by the way, Twitter's retarded. If anything Twitter related or social media related like affects you on a personal level, you're the loser there. I
will say I disagree that they're soft. They're not.
Yes, they are.
I disagree. I think they're bullies and they're tyrants. I think they take what they don't like and the things that upset them and offend them, and they attack. Like, it's not weakness. It's not being soft. They are very aggressive people, and they will fuck you up.
There's a weakness at the core, though, where it starts, because you had to be weak somewhere for that to affect you. For you to even care about it. I can scroll past 300 things a day and not give a shit.
There's a weakness in not being able to let shit go. Yes, there's an emotional weakness, but their strength lies in the fact that they're willing to go to the mattresses to fuck you up and take shit from you. Don't get me wrong, it's a mental illness.
Their inspiration to go to the mattresses started with their fault lines that they have themselves.
Absolutely.
So
Rumble app made me do this with $5. Says I'm around 20 minutes behind because my wife complained that I hadn't lit the barbecue yet. That being said, I'm sorry for just suggesting April and Mersh share Merkins. Happy Plague Doctor with $2 says, I hope Elon makes Twitter as soulless as it deserves. Twitter is cancer.
Thank you. Agreed.
It's another opinion. Yeah.
What's a Merkin?
I can't remember what a Merkin is.
What a Merkin is.
Yeah. 185 away from today's goal. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate it. So this guy's out. Everybody's happy, even though nobody's going to get better grades. The school's not going to get... If anything, they're going to take this guy, Tikaczynski, who's 70 years old. He's a Yale-educated molecular immunologist. So he's a medicine doctor. He's like a fucking diseases doctor.
Mm-hmm.
An academic leader who has been at Jefferson for 15 years and was elevated from provost to president last July. In April, some Jefferson employees who asked for anonymity, it's really brave, because they feared retribution, approached the Inquirer with concerns about Tikaczynski's social media activity, given that it was on an account that clearly identified him as Jefferson's president and dean of medical college. It was critical of the COVID response, critical of the vaccines, and critical of trans surgeries for minors. And yet, he just liked them. He didn't retweet them. He didn't make them. He didn't type them. He just liked them. This guy is a Yale-educated molecular immunologist in a psychologically sane society. We would be honored to have this guy teaching us, and we would ask him questions, and we would seek knowledge from him. But he liked the wrong tweets, so we're going to get rid of this guy, and you know who we can put in his place? Maybe we can put a black Mexican trans lesbian in there, and that would fill a lot of quotas.
Yeah. No,
are they a Yale-educated molecular immunologist? Well, no, but they check a lot of boxes.
That doesn't matter what his qualifications are in the real world. Once you get onto Twitter, you see, none of that matters. We're all on the same level there.
Yeah, then he becomes really fucking smart.
If you've been offensive, well, then you've got to go.
Yeah. Atomic Ray says he was obviously over his pay grade. Yeah, I'm sure he liked the extra money, though. Happy Plague Doctor says a merkin is a pubic toupee. Oh,
ew.
Well, there you go.
I don't think that's necessary.
There you go. Dave O'Flave says, didn't George W. Bush graduate from Yale? Yes, that is true, but George W. Bush's dad also went to Ivy League schools, so he was what they call a legacy, if you will. So yeah, that really struck me that a guy's getting fired now, not for the tweets he made, but he's getting fired for the tweets he likes. So
part of me on occasion kind of hopes that the smart people of society kind of just stop using those platforms.
Well, I
don't think we need to be on them anyways.
I've been hearing people for years going, oh man, here comes the big pushback. Here comes the big pushback. I've been telling people for a while now, like, the pushback ain't coming. Like, look at what direction this stuff goes in. It's not going the other way. No. Like, yeah, there will be some rare victories. Like, people will push against, like, Bud Light, or, they'll push against, this thing or that thing. They'll defend Jason Aldean or Morgan Wallen or something, or Chris Pratt. And they'll be like, oh, look, see, it's turning around. Meanwhile, is it really turning around if people can get fired for not tweets they made, but tweets they liked? That seems like it's going in the opposite direction.
It's going poorly.
Yeah.
So I just feel like if you're a great doctor at Yale, like, Twitter's kind of beneath you at that point. I don't think you need to be there, especially if you're going to get fired over having an opinion. I just don't think it's worth it.
Shuli the MN says the pushback will come when the city folks go into the small towns. Are you trying to say try that in a small town, sir?
Ooh.
How
Somebody
dare
sent
you.
me a meme about trying it in a small town today. It's like, wow, it's kind of like the new Let's Go Brandon or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, people are just biting on it. And
I can't
oh
wait to
my God, try that in a small town. I've still not heard the song.
And by the way, much like the Let's Go Brandon thing, I'm sick of that one already,
I know.
too. Try this in all right, we got it. Small towns, yes.
I mean, I get it. Came from a small town. Sure, I can maybe share your sentiment. I don't need to be saying it, though.
Ice Wall, last name Oakham, says 97% of scientists agree with whoever is funding them. Boy, if that's not the truth.
I know.
That's a good one, buddy. Thank you. John Cougar concentration camp with $2. Says, sent you a picture of Merkins on Twitter. Oh, thanks, buddy. 185 away from tonight's goal and about 30 minutes until we rattle the offering plate and see if we can knock this thing out. Again, 185. And if we knock out tonight's goal, no goal tomorrow morning. None. Zero, nothing. We've been very lucky lately, and we're gonna float one tomorrow. So those are Merkins, huh?
Why would you need one of those?
You want some fucking pubic hair, and you can't get any.
But why?
I mean, back in those days, you wanted pubes that would match this guy's beard.
Like, I understand.
Oh, wait a minute, April. Did this guy just cut a mouth hole in one of the Merkins and put it on his face?
It kind of looks that way.
This man's wearing a pubic beard.
I just kind of, like, if you can't grow it yourself, why do you want, like, extra?
Back in the day, pubic hair was the shit.
I know that it was in, but, like, can't you grow it yourself?
Could you imagine?
You want to, like, glue somebody else's on there?
Could you imagine the stank balls and puss back in the hairy box days?
People showered much less back then, and the types of soap they had were, like, made of lard and all that.
Well, yeah,
Didn't
or ivory soap. Remember, like, the red?
I remember.
Or the white bars.
Yeah, the bars.
Yeah. Oh, that stuff smelled like old people.
It dried your skin out real bad,
It was
too.
so bad. My grandma always had that shit.
Yeah, I think mine did, too.
In a clawfoot tub.
Those are kind of cool.
By the way, this, the pubes, they must have smelled so fucking bad.
That's the thing,
more body hair you have, the more stink you have.
You almost, like, I guess man or woman can't go down there. You can't go downtown with that kind of stink, you know?
They must have been used to shit smelling really bad back then, or they didn't eat pussy.
I think maybe they just didn't.
Just come up with black dental floss just all over in your teeth.
See,
Like
I would never even get that far. If you smell bad, that's not happening.
You come up from a pussy and you just come up looking like you tried to chew on a gym rope. Just hold on a second.
You've got a Brillo pad in your teeth.
Yeah, like you ate sweet corn, but you didn't shuck it properly. Like you come
You've got the corn silks in your hair, your teeth.
Oof, boy. The price of pubes was high back then, says Triple N.
Oh, buddy, Travis, lava soap. Do you remember the lava soap?
Scrub your shit clean with that.
Oh, God, your skin might come off if you rub too hard.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, because especially like working out in like a garage and getting like any kind of nasty oil in your hands, you get the lava soap out.
Lava soap for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. All right, let's continue on here. We have a follow-up story for you.
Okay.
Remember the 68-year-old lady we told you about who got punched in the face by the three guys robbing the Lowe's?
Yeah.
And she was really sad because Lowe's fired her for intervening in a shoplifting, which apparently you're not supposed to do. You're just supposed to, like, basically like we've done with society and go, fuck it, who cares?
Just lay down and take it.
Lay down and take it, like America
Let
has.
them walk on you.
Well, a lot of people saw this story and they were really pissed that this woman got arrested for doing something that we're all asking each other to do more of, which is stand up to these fucking guys.
Doesn't it just seem heartless?
Right. It was a really evil shithead move.
Just trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, and then they canned her. The good news is, after all the news and all the coverage, they are now giving her job back at that Lowe's where she's worked for 13 years.
I don't know if I'd want my job back there.
Well, this corporate about-face appears to have been the result, at least in part, of the widespread recognition of Donna Hansborough's dedication, as well as the backlash online over the store's decision to kick a battered victim to the curb over a supposed company policy violation. Now, here's what people on the internet need to learn, though. Sometimes local stories are just that, local, and you can't go on Twitter or Facebook and tweet at people. You can't tweet some of your shit away. Like the Rincon, Georgia Lowe's doesn't give a shit what's on Twitter.
No, they probably don't even look.
But if you make the Rincon, Georgia Lowe's answer their phones over and over and over, and you just call them, you pieces of shit, give that old lady her job back, you son of bitches.
Leave reviews online or something.
Right. That will work. You make their phones ring constantly. They'll do just about anything to stop you from continuing to call them.
Right.
So they gave her job back. She got fired on June 25th.
She better have gotten a raise.
Well, hopefully. Yeah, you know what? The nice thing is, though, she's got the news on speed dial now. She can just call them and she can go, And by the way, they only gave me a 10-cent per hour raise. And then everyone's like, oh, fuck you guys, you pieces of shit, treat her better. Like, she can basically use the whole internet as her agent now.
If they're not bringing me back with a raise after having me arrested and firing me, I'm not going back to work there. Somebody will want to hire you.
The 68-year-old later told the Effingham Herald, cool newspaper, I just got tired of seeing things go out the door. I just lost it. Well, I mean, they also gave you a black eye for your trouble. You weren't the most physically imposing person, but when you get that frustrated, you don't think that shit through. I get it.
Arrest the woman trying to stop that instead of the people who will hit an elderly person, you'd consider 68. Maybe that's not elderly yet, but you're...
So no, 68's considered
You're hitting an
elderly.
elder.
Yeah.
I mean, for God's sakes.
Dave O'Flav with $10 says, thanks, you two, for reading my comment for free. We read as many comments for free as possible. We just welcome people to, help us knock out our goals and, voluntarily contribute to this program and keep it on the air.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. I support... Oh, that's a good one.
I got it right away. Yeah.
Wow. I support Jenna, person named Jenna's, hide.
Oh, Jenna's
hide. The hide
Right.
belongs to Jenna, and this person supports that. That's adorable. Why is Aaron wearing a bracelet that's kind of gay? The kids made this for me. The kids make you a bracelet, you wear the bracelet. Thank you for the $5, Jenna. Jenna's hide, the hide that belongs to Jenna.
Thank you.
We're glad you support that kind of a thing.
Thank you, Jenna's hide.
175 away from tonight's goal. Streamlabs, PayPal, Rumble, and YouTube. Thank you very much. Yeah, if she wouldn't have got fired from her job, she probably could have had a nice GoFundMe, Probably gotten, 50, 60, 75 grand out of that.
See, I don't mind stuff like that because I think what was done to her was wrong. Now, raising like $63,000 for fake abductions.
Look, Carly Russell, unlike Carly Russell, this woman actually had to get hit in the face by a black guy.
Yeah.
In order to go through her ordeal, and she lost her job. Carly Russell just got to go score some strange dick and then come home and tell her now ex-boyfriend.
I told you, by the way.
Yeah, they broke up. Right.
I mean, how long before it does come out what actually happened? Because now you do basically have to tell everyone what happened, right? Because you got every single authority out there looking for you. You got people on the news talking about you. You had volunteers looking for you. Like, that's emotional distress to your family and stuff. Like, how long before you have to make a statement about what happened?
I think she's going to get charged. I do.
That's not even a for real thing yet. I feel like she should have been charged now.
They haven't decided. Well, here's the problem. Did she file a police report? If she didn't file a police report, did she file an Amber Alert for that kid? I don't remember.
Who started the shit then about her being abducted?
She did. She came home to her family and told them she'd been abducted.
But there were people out looking for her before that.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess I don't really know the specifics
If
of
you've
it.
got authorities out there, if you've got people on the news reporting that you've been abducted.
Oh, yeah, because Crime Stoppers raised money and bought advertising for it. Yeah.
Totally. There was a report out there.
Good evening, JJ Lynn. He said hello earlier. I just wanted to make sure
hello.
I got to him and said hello. WHG sent me. Someone says, who's WHG?
WH Grandpa?
I need to know who real WH Grandpa is. Look out, here they come. Who is this guy? I need to know. 203 followers. WHG loves you. I need to know who these people are. Are these people I'm going to like?
Is this real love?
Here we go. WH Grandpa. Arrest is coming. Who will be arrest? Oh, shit. Donald Trump live announcement Sunday. All right, he's got a Rumble channel.
Well, that's cool.
Go follow WH Grandpa.
Thank you.
He really likes, that motherfucker likes Donald Trump.
Thanks for your little raid.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of us would appreciate a Donald Trump right now.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't care where you land politically.
Yeah.
We need some help.
Well, welcome on Rumble, the WH Grandpa people. We hope you can tolerate our e-begging for a little bit tonight as we try to knock out that $185 goal. If you're new to this show, if we knock that out, we add 30 minutes on to the end of the show. And if we knock it out tonight, no goal tomorrow morning on the morning show. So thank you guys for your generosity. 175 away, Laughing Lions gifting a membership to Just a Dabbler.
Thank you.
Very cool. Thank you very much. And again, welcome to all the WH Grandpa people.
Wow.
Go find WH Grandpa there on Rumble and go give him a follow.
Nice little raid.
Yeah, of course. I love this next little goof that we're about to play for you. You know the Just Stop Oil protesters in Europe?
Sure.
They're the ones who are sitting in the streets and gluing their hands to the tarmac at airports and
the problem people.
all that. Well, if you're going to fuck around with people, you have to be prepared this day and age for a little counter trolling. And that's just what one group did when they found out where the Just Stop Oil banquet was going to be. Found out that it was in like a vaulted ceiling cathedral type place. And they said, I've got an idea. Why don't we grab some balloons, tie some really obnoxious alarms to said balloons, and set them loose at the Just Stop Oil banquet. And again, I think this is fucking fantastic.
That is great.
Yeah. Look at all these WH Grandpa people. Hey, if you're one of our fans, if you're watching on YouTube right now, go over to Rumble and follow WH Grandpa and the show that he does. And if you're on Rumble right now, go on to WH Grandpa and and follow him. And then also, if you're on our Facebook or Twitter pages that we're broadcasting this on, go to Rumble and follow WH Grandpa.
White House Grandpa, Joe Biden.
Boy, am I a dumb motherfucker. I knew the WH stood for White House.
Right.
But White House Grandpa, Joe Biden, boy, am I a dumb cunt.
At least you said it.
I love how I've got a bunch of new potential fans coming in on Rumble. And, we do, by the way, Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. Central Time, 7 to 9 p.m. If we hit our funding goals every day, we are an e-beggar, listener-supported show. We went from radio to do it this way. And so far, for almost 3 years, it's worked. And we hope to have continued success. If you want to throw us a couple bucks, go ahead. But anyway, we hope you enjoy our show. But I got all these potential new fans, and I just sound like an absolute dildo right off the bat.
Don't even understand the channel they're coming from.
Oh, man, am I a doddering buffoon? I really did.
Much like White House Grandpa.
Yeah, I really did Joe Biden the shit out of that one, didn't I?
A little bit.
Well, welcome to all of you. We're glad you're here, pumping us up a little bit tonight. All right, we'll do the Just Stop Oil prank thing here real quick. Everybody throw in a couple of bucks on Streamlabs and PayPal and all that, because we're $175 away, and we're about 20 minutes away from rattling this here offering plate, playing the gospel music, and see if we can knock it out tonight. Okay, Just Stop Oil was in England for their big banquet, and somebody decided to unleash a little counter-trolling on them. So here they go. Notice the people with the balloons.
Mm-hmm.
Now, tied to those balloons are loud-ass, obnoxious alarms.
Oh, my God. This is going to be brutal.
Like the kind of alarm you hear when you open an emergency door.
Yep. Emergency exit only.
Wow. And look at how high up those ceilings are.
Oh, that's brutal, dude.
You got to get your ass up there somehow. Or
No,
I
you
guess
don't. You shoot it down or something.
throw darts,
Yeah, because everybody has darts on standby.
I don't know. I throw your forks up there. I'm just assuming
Start throwing knives and really risk everything.
Yeah, I just really risk it all so you can get back to your banquet. I just don't think the Just Stop Oil people have guns.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any BB guns or anything of the sort.
But this is really brilliant in its simplicity, though.
It is. I like that we're going back to like childhood pranks.
Yeah, I like that we're going back to like good senior pranks.
Oh.
To fuck with because the Just Stop Oil people, they're like fucking up people's day, blocking the highway, gluing themselves to airport tarmacs to the point where you just got to start making it illegal, making it legal to just go ahead and not stop. I'm not saying you have to actively hit them or seek them out. Just, you don't have to stop.
Maybe you just didn't see them.
Right. You know how high up that plane is? How are those pilots supposed to see those little tiny people down
Little
there?
Ants.
It's your job to get the fuck out of the way.
Well, and I mean, the people on the road, like now people can't get to work, so they can make the world go. They can't get to the hospital when they need to.
And when people counter troll them, what do? They put some balloons out there.
Devastating.
It's kind of fun. Oh, that is fucking obnoxious. They left us. They're probably paid by the Daily Mail, she said, and they've left us with a very difficult problem to solve.
Better have a sharpshooter drive over real quick.
Yeah, this is why most people have their banquets at like a Holiday Inn convention center. You know, low ceilings. Something like this happens, you stand up on your chair, you pull them down, you're good to go.
No, they'll never do this in a cathedral again.
Nope, they'll never do this at a cathedral, that's for sure. They probably did it at like a cathedral type place because they're like, yeah, we're mocking the patriarchy and their religion and their old-timey ways.
I don't know.
Like, fucked you up. Jesus sits up and goes, I'm trying to fucking sleep.
Jeez.
Jesus gets cranky when you wake him up from a deep sleep. He's usually a really nice guy.
Right.
But he needs his rest. So there they go.
Get those ladders out.
Now we're going to get to see these guys put up ladders. Yeah, good luck putting that ladder up there. I don't know.
That's not going to get you even three quarters of the way there.
Oh, sorry, Rexy. I don't think this one's got the distance.
Maybe you can like get up close enough to throw something though.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I still say start chucking knives.
Right.
Yeah.
Have some fun.
And Serrano's going to need a rocket up his ass to get to that balloon. It is gone.
Give away a new Tesla for whoever can pop that balloon.
There you go. We can make it environmentally friendly. There you go. And that's the end of it.
It's a terrible sound.
Oof. And how long do you think they had to listen to that?
A long time. An hour or two.
I was going to say over or under an hour.
I bet over because they're too determined to like stop their banquet. Think about it. You've already paid for everything.
Yeah, I mean...
What are you going to do? Just call it off?
Yeah, you're not going to get a refund just because, you know, you went, hey, they came in and they fucked with our event. And I'm sure the people who own the place would go, yeah, how does it feel, asshole?
Right. You screwed with our like way to work in the morning.
Right.
You made us late. No, this is just a banquet.
Doesn't somebody have a younger brother with a BB gun, for Christ's sake? Shut those things off. Flavio Souza says they can throw their cut-off dicks. You know what? I never thought of that. Their cut-off dicks are an idea.
Yes.
I never thought of the cut-off dick option.
But would those be hard enough to pop a balloon? I ask you.
Yeah, that's true. They might be. I'm guessing they're cut-off dicks.
Maybe rigor has set in.
Yeah, what?
Rigor?
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Like rigor mortis?
Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we don't even have to bleep that out. So, yes, I hope that they got those balloons down just for, you know, the church service the next day. I hope that would be the case. All right, boys and girls, we got about 10, 12 minutes until we have to rattle the offering plate and see if we can shamelessly e-beg our way to knocking out our goal tonight. Yeah. If you could contribute a little bit, that would be wonderful. In the meantime, Streamlabs, PayPal, YouTube, and Rumble, $175 away. If we knock it out tonight, no goal tomorrow. So please, if you will, subscribe, Super Chat, Rumble Rant, PayPal, Streamlabs. Thank you very much on knocking that down for us. Well, Italy went full-on based this weekend. They announced that at their Miss Italy competition, you know, all the rage in these beauty contestants, these beauty pageants, is really freakishly man-looking people are winning.
Well, men are winning.
Essentially biological men.
Not man-looking. They're winning.
They're big, broad-shouldered broads.
What was the country that a biological man just won again? Was that ours?
Gun to my head, New Zealand.
It was. Yes, I do believe it was New Zealand, but it's been multiple beauty contests now where a biological man has won.
John Cougar Concentration Camp says, with $2, says, summon the 2.6. Yes, we need the 2.6 percenters, the people who contribute to the program, to jump in. MSO does not want to make the no goal prediction. He hates doing that when you're here, so he's keeping his, he's got the zipped up mouth emoji. Mm-hmm. He's making sure he knows.
I appreciate that. I would like to knock the goal out.
Yeah.
I like being here.
Netherlands? Could that have been it?
I don't know. It was some country, though, a biological man won the whole damn thing again.
Well, Italy has decided that they're going to cut this off at the quick. They are banning trans contestants, saying you must be a woman from birth, saying we will not jump on the glittery bandwagon of trans activism. Now, technically, I hate the way they phrase this, because technically they didn't ban trans women any more than they're banning men. They're just saying you have to be a woman to be in this pageant.
And that's how those pageants have always been. It's been about women. I do believe that if you want to have contests with trans people in them, go right ahead. but leave them out of those ones.
That was it. Yeah, there was no like, oh, we're actively banning trans people. No, they're just saying this is what you have to be in our pageant, like the way it's always been forever and always. Because it's always awkward when they like try to appeal to the masses by giving one of them the prize, and you're looking at it going, yeah, but that's so not. It's like the Navy thing we were talking about. That's so not. We can all see from the eye test that's not the most qualified person.
No, you just did this for the sake of diversity.
Right. Because you think people will pat you on the back. The only good thing about that is that they don't pat them on the back. All the trans community does goes, all right, what are you going to do for us next? And people are catching on to that you don't get attaboys from them. They don't.
Happy.
Yeah, they don't celebrate you. Here's the real bitch of it. They don't spend their money with you. They don't shop at your stores. You don't see them rescuing Bud Light right now.
No.
So what they do is they just go, hey, thanks for placating me. What are you going to do for me next? And you're like, well, what do you mean? I'm going to lose all my regular clients and my supporters if I keep appealing to you. I'm like, but we got 18,000 crazy fucking demands we want you to cave to. And if you don't cave on all of them, if you just bail on one of them, we're going to fucking boycott you. And you're like, oh, shit. Maybe we should have never started appealing to them in the first place.
That's the thing. Like, if you've got a business, just stick to your product.
Right.
For God's sakes. Like, the second you narrow in and zero in, like, on a certain demographic or a certain group of people, that's kind of what you are now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They do not let you go back to what you were before. It's not like you're going to grab that group and then bring them to what you were doing before. No, now you have to appeal to them.
Yep.
170 away, by the way, because C N-word over on Rumble with $5 says, I support that Jenna lady. Haul off that gold to John's camp. Thank you very much. All right, 170 away, boys and girls. And again, thank you to White House Grandpa for sending all his fans over here on Rumble tonight. We really do appreciate that. That's very, very cool. And by the way, all of you here from White House Grandpa, go subscribe to him, but follow our channel as well. And subscribe to Steel Toe Morning Show on YouTube, too. We appreciate that. Jeremy with $10 over on PayPal says, am I in the 2.6% club? If you throw money at this program, you are in the 2.6%. That is for certain. You guys are now 160 away from tonight's goal. Thank you. You guys are getting within striking distance with 10 minutes left until we rattle the old cans. There's Thomas with another $10. Says, since it's England, do they cut off rods looking like Chinese handcuffs?
I don't know.
That might be too highbrow of a British joke for us. I might be a fucking idiot. 150 away. You guys are officially within striking distance.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. 150 away. JJ Lynn with $1 says, April's reminding me why I have to get carpal tunnel surgery. Hi, April. You're looking good tonight. What he's saying, April, is he's going to whack off to you.
Oh, see, I find you to be the more attractive one on camera.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But thank you.
Nobody ever says they're going to whack off to me.
I do. How dare you?
I
do it every night after you go to sleep. I just stare at you while you snore.
Just start rubbing one out, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, thanks.
I mostly just grind on your butt.
Oh, well, thank you. Mr. Monkeypox says, this is a great show. I'm especially enjoying the quadruple nipple content. Thank you. Darren Orson says, hey-o, finally got a YouTube notification. Must be the YouTube people like April. Yeah, who knows? Or maybe they're done punishing us for our latest suspension.
Thank you.
And we're not being throttled as hard anymore.
Yeah, there was a morning or some show. Yeah, it was a morning show this week. I think Monday I didn't get a notification. And I usually do. It's
lovely. Yeah. There's a Texas worker who is suing his employer for, whoa, this is a fucked up name of this person anyway, but they're suing their employer for $1 million because his Texas employer at a construction company fired him because they said he was on drugs on the job.
Well, get you fired.
Yeah, but it turns out he was dying of heat stroke. And they canned him. So it's kind of like old school football before Corey Stringer died for the Vikings, where they would just push you, and if you were 340 pounds and going, it's 97 degrees, I'm gonna fucking die. They go, come on, you fat fucking baby, you pussy, get out there and run your laps until you literally collapse.
You died.
Yeah, they were kind of pulling that with this guy, And, wait, never mind. The mother of Gabrielle Infante. The mother is actually suing for $1 million because guess what happened?
I already read, so you go
Gabriel's
ahead.
fucking dead.
Yep.
He died of heat stroke.
But they accused him of being on drugs.
Ooh, boy. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna sit well with some.
Yeah, to quote Jim Carrey, saddle, 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 saddle.
Right. You at that point you'd pay anything to make that go away, don't you? Anything
absolutely.
in the world.
So they're suing for $1 million. They made him keep working, and then when he couldn't go on anymore, they said, well, he's on drugs, we're firing him. He's lethargic, he's slow, he must be on something.
So all the signs of heat stroke.
All the signs of heat stroke. Lethargic, slow, unresponsive, not coordinated.
I'm sure we've all been like close to heat stroke before. Some of us have had heat stroke, whatever.
Right.
Like you do really start slowing down at some point, or you just kind of feel like everything's kind of otherworldly.
How dumb do these rednecks have to be? That you see a guy stumbling around, sweating, looking like shit. It's 90 degrees outside, and the scenario you come to in your brain is, oh, he must be on drugs. Not, it's 90 degrees outside. We've got him wearing full construction gear. Maybe he's fucking dying from the sun.
That to me makes me wonder if their community in general has like a serious drug problem, whereas they would consider that before the heat stroke.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just a big problem there, and it's just the assumption to make. But boy, I have a hard time believing that.
Golden Loaf Piggy's comments killing me.
Says April gives herself cooter noogies while you sleep, Aaron. Yeah, that is kind of what that is. If you're just rubbing your snatch on my butt crack.
A noogie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Gonna get poop in there. Kotod with $2 says, I got you, Aaron. Next one's for you, unzips. That's certainly
So you have some.
very kind of you, sir, but remarkably unnecessary.
You're getting pity rubs.
Yeah, thanks for the pity jacks. I appreciate it. 150 away from tonight's goal. Thank you very much. 5 minutes away from rattling the offering plate at the last 5 minutes of the show and seeing if you guys can fill that son of a bitch up. And mean no goal tomorrow. 0, nothing, nada. If we can knock it out tonight, and 30 minutes of overtime on the line as well. Yes, go ahead.
Somebody said fapping with icy hot equals heat stroke.
No. I don't dislike it.
I like it, obviously. Wait, you don't dislike fapping with icy hot or the joke?
The idea of fapping with icy, jacking off with icy hot, not a good idea. Dead Jester says, you feel like you're on mushrooms. I did at least. That's when I knew something was wrong.
Yeah. I haven't full-blown had heat stroke before, but you kind of get close sometimes, just being out there. It does seem to get a bit woozy and odd.
It's
not good.
But $1 million, I mean, they'll have to settle, right?
Yeah. But you know what kind of bothers me about like having a lawsuit for like somebody's death is then you're kind of putting like a dollar amount on somebody's life. Yeah. That has always kind of in a weird way bothered me because that means like some are worth more than others. And how much did George Floyd's family get? $27 million?
About $27 million.
I mean, come on.
I'd like to see Benjamin Crump's house, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
It's got to be good.
That's got to be a nice one. Oh, boy. All right, guys. Why don't we got one quick one we can do. Then we got to rattle the offering plate. And if you're from White House Grandpa, you're going to hate this part of the show. This is the part of the show where we have to make our money and rattle this here offering plate. We do embrace the title of e-beggar. We can't run from it. It's what we do. We ask our audience for money so we can do our show full time in the morning and in the evening after we left radio. To give you a quick rundown of who we are. So in the last 5 minutes, we play a little gospel music. We shake the offering plate. We ask for a couple of bucks. And then if you guys oblige us, we add another 30 minutes onto the show. That's how it works here in Steel Toe. It does turn some people off, and that's okay. It's just our way of asking. Just one of those things we do to kind of hustle our way. We are old school radio hacks and carnival barkers.
And then others sit there and think, I like the way you beg, boy.
Exactly. And then some people, you guys take it as like a power thing over us and like, yeah, boy, keep asking me for the 20 in my pocket. Real quick, David Letterman did kind of a cool thing. He just started bagging groceries at a local grocery store in Iowa.
That's kind of cool.
And then just
But
waited
why?
to see if people would notice him. Because it's kind of a fucking fun, stupid thing to do. Just go start bagging groceries. And, of course, the grocery store is going to let you because it's a good PR thing.
Yeah, and then it says in the next paragraph, a week after Lana Del Rey moonlighted as a waitress at Waffle House. They saw that too. Like,
Yeah.
so you got singers out here working at Waffle Houses and
Right.
David Letterman bagging groceries.
He's bagging groceries in Iowa on Friday in the jarring photo posted by the Hy-Vee grocery store. The 76-year-old former, God, he's getting so old, Late Night with David Letterman host can be seen clad in an apron and his own name tag while inspecting a can of Campbell's soup at an outlet in Des Moines. You never know who you'll bump into while shopping the aisles at Hy-Vee,
Oh my
read
God.
the caption. Oh, no, is that Letterman drinking soup?
Hi. Good to see you.
Good to see
He
you.
looks
Thanks,
so
Aaron.
old.
Welcome to IV.
Can you ring these up for me? This is flatbread, cheesy breadsticks and flatbread pizza. Thanks. I spent a considerable amount of my life in a grocery store in Indianapolis. And it was the last of the singular independent-owned grocery stores. And I loved it. And if I can give something back to
He
the
just starts
marketing
opening chip
community,
bags and eating.
I would like to do that. But I don't have all day, of course.
Well,
I'd love to stick around and help and give back, but I don't have all day, of course.
I think we would love to have your wisdom and experience in grocery for our employees here at IV.
Yeah, sure.
He's got that
Can
old
you get
man
this
laugh.
for me? Just be a dear and tie that up,
We'll do that for you.
Captain.
Not too tight.
Ow! It's hurting. All right, you ever worked in the aisles, canned goods, straightening canned goods? You know anything about that, Elise?
I know a little bit.
Rocket Man, what about you?
Rocket Man.
How's it going, Elise?
Good. How's it looking?
Well, let's see. Here, let's just look at this. Look at you can open soup here.
Oh, no.
Whoa. Minestrone.
Cold though.
Wow.
What is it?
That's good. You want some?
Sure.
Yeah, if Letterman hands you cold minestrone, you eat that shit.
Yeah, you share the same can, right?
Good for Dave. All right, guys, we got to beg our way to this 150. Let's go ahead and fire up the gospel music and see if we can knock this thing out. E-begging. Who's holding the offering plate tonight?
You want me to hold it?
You can hold the offering plate. Here we go, boys and girls. 150 away from tonight's goal. Of course, this is what keeps Steel Toe on the air. So everybody throw in your tidings, your ones, your fives, your tens, your 20s. You can become a VIP for $250. Who knows? 5 minutes to go. Let's go ahead and see if we can raise those holy hands to the sky and get Steel Toe down to 0 and add that extra 30 minutes. Remember, if we get this thing down to 0 tonight, no goal tomorrow. We got to give you a break. You're an incredibly supportive audience. 800-900 strong at a time in the morning, 400-500 strong at a time in the evening. Go ahead and chip in those couple of bucks and let's knock this thing out. 150 away, y'all. Get those hands up. And then put them in your goddamn pockets and show us that you believe in the
Pull
Lord.
it out.
Here we go. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, memberships, Rumble rants, Rumble subscriptions. Trucker 18-Wheeler says, beg massa. If any of you
going.
White House grandpa people want to throw us a couple of bucks or just subscribe, I think becoming subscribers on
cool.
Rumble would be really cool.
Uh-oh.
Let's do this thing, guys. Let's get it started. 4 minutes to go, 150 away from knocking this goal out. Everybody chip in just a little bit. Show us you give a shit.
Yes.
Show us you care. Matthew with 50 bucks
Damn, son.
to start us off. So it's 100 away.
Thank you, Brother Matthew.
100. Matthew jump-starting this whole thing tonight.
Praise Jesus and support Steel Toe.
Praise Jesus and Steel Toe. Dub with $5 says 07. Thank you, Dub.
Thank
95 away from knocking this out. Don't let Brother Matt's offering go for naught, brothers and sisters. Starting it off with 50. And John Cougar Concentration Camp with $20 says baby needs a new pair of shoes.
Thank you.
$80 away from tonight's goal. MSO never made a prediction tonight.
No.
Brothers and sisters.
Not yet.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, we're going to heal him tonight with the holy power of the Steel Toe.
You know what the Lord would like is a break from the goal tomorrow.
Oh, that's what the Lord would love. The Lord gives a shit. All those little babies in Haiti starving to death. He says we can put that shit on hold Just get steel toe down to 0, and we'll help a leper tomorrow morning. Oh, so here we go. Golden Loaf Piggy says 75, asshole. I gotta take the 30% that YouTube takes out, or I'm gonna fuck myself in the ass.
The Lord's pulling my
Golden Loaf
contacts
Piggy.
out. I don't know.
All right, here we go, boys and girls. Sweating up a storm. Do it for our new friends from White House Grandpas. They watched the first e-begging segment with our lovely offering plate and the beautiful April holding it. I'm like Kenneth Copeland meets Bob Barker over here.
I'm the altar boy.
Here we go. Golden Loaf Piggy says so do 5s just don't count. They absolutely count, Golden Loaf Piggy. I cut it as fucking close as I can. I know I take a little bit of a hit, but why are you getting all Jewy with my counting now? I do it right, I promise you. I bend over backwards for the contributions.
There's a lot of percentages out there.
I'm sweating right now. 2-minute warning.
Let's make it.
$80 to go. Here we go.
Oh.
T. Jefferson says, yeah, Aaron, twerk with the plate. Me? Wait a
Do you
minute.
want to twerk with the plate?
I don't need to twerk with the plate.
You can twerk with it on your butt.
Need Trump says, what does PayPal charge you? It's like 2%. It's not, I just
It's
count.
little.
Yeah, I count all of PayPal. I don't get that stubborn with it. All right, boys and girls, a minute and a half left. Here we go. We need everybody to throw in. Trucker 18-wheeler with $10 says, for the Jews.
Thank you.
Vidomini says, God bless. Thank you very much. $65 away from knocking out tonight's goal. We are that close. 65 away and 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Here we go. It's coming in. 65 away.
We can do it.
Oh my goodness. Close is close. But
I'm
will
feeling
it
good
be
about
close
it.
enough?
I think we're going to do it.
Woo boy. 65 away. Getting down to 0 means no goal tomorrow morning. 1 minute away.
Nice.
1 minute left on the clock. PayPal, Streamlabs, Super Chats, memberships, Rumble Rants, subscriptions. Here we go. Praise the Lord. Kip Smith says, I'm almost there. Well, we're almost there too. Let's get in there.
Paying it forward for good shows.
Woo! Let's do this thing. We got the blonde with the offering plate. Oh my God, the coins are flying all over the place. Just waiting for this thing to get knocked out. 30 seconds to go. Can we do it?
Oh,
Just
finish
60
strong.
bucks away. Can it be done?
Finish strong.
Oh boy, I hope so. We got to get inside of 50 to do it on credit to see if we can knock out the rest of it. Who's going to chip in the last 60 bucks or at least a little portion of it? Come on, boys and girls. What do you got for the steel toe? 10,
it along.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy, I'm going to cheat a little bit. SH gifting a membership.
Whoa.
I'm going to count that as a full 5 and not 260. There we go. We're down to 60 bucks away. Oh, it looks like
They're falling out.
looks like we're going to bed early tonight, boys and girls. Unfortunately. John Cougar concentration camp with $2 says weak sauce. I am sweating from that one. You can't say I
can't
don't
see anything.
You can't say I don't work hard to beg for your money, kids. Because
Got
I
dry
am. Oh wait,
eyes.
hold on. Neil with $65 over on PayPal.
Poop?
It is done. It's over with. The goal has been knocked out. Birdman with $10. Phoenix with $14.88. And we got it.
Thank you.
It
very
has
much.
been done. So I think that puts us 15 ahead for Wednesday evening. We're going to keep track of that. So literally everything that comes in, the rest of today or the evening show here and the whole morning show tomorrow goes towards Wednesday night's goal, our final Wednesday goal. So how'd you like that, White House grandpa people? Was that aggressive enough for you?
Was it shaky enough?
Was that the shaky enough? Was that the most entertaining e-begging you've ever seen? Did we at least make it fun? I know that we got about 400 people between all the platforms watching right now. That's great for an evening show. Appreciate that, boys and girls. Whew! I am tired after all of that. Apes feels like she just gave an NFL team a hand job, says Bree S. Yeah, it's got to be.
I do get a good arm workout.
It's got to be a little heavy on the arms. Well, thank you guys. We made it there. It was a good time. It was fun. Now we got an extra half hour to fuck around with you. And thank you to Neil
Thank
for
you,
knocking
Neil.
it out right at the end there. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. All right. Let's continue on. Lots of stories. Should we watch? We got through the whole Letterman thing.
Yes, he's bagging groceries.
Yeah, the magnum opus of the whole thing was him eating cold minestrone soup.
Ugh, what is something like from the canned soup or pasta aisle that you would eat cold?
Ooh.
I have an answer.
I have an answer. I'm not like you're saying like I would enjoy it, or you're saying I would do it if somebody said, hey.
There's a weird part of you that enjoys it. Because I do have an item.
SpaghettiOs with meatballs.
I knew you'd say SpaghettiOs because they don't taste like the worst.
Right.
Cold. For me, like I've done this in the Rocky Mountains before because when you're hiking, you have nowhere to heat anything up.
Sure.
The canned Chef Boyardee raviolis.
Okay.
With
I
beef
can see
inside,
that
pretty
not being
good.
Too bad.
Pretty good.
John Hahn says beefaroni, P. Fletch,
Yeah,
Chef
yeah.
Boyardee lasagna.
Yes.
You know what it
Okay.
is? That Chef Boyardee sauce is very thick.
It somehow doesn't need to be hot to be good. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty good.
I wonder if you offered that to the kids for dinner tomorrow, if they'd get excited for it.
I wonder if they even know what that is.
Because like we always offer them like, hey, you guys want to do like, we did like the Juicy Lucy's, the stuffed burgers the other night. We're like, you guys want to do those? Or
I like making them good food.
do you want us to cook you this and that? And they're like, yeah, sure, we'll do that. But then the other night we went, you guys just want some frozen chicken patties? Like, oh, they went ape shit for the frozen chicken patties. They were and frozen curly fries. They couldn't wait to have that
I
shit.
don't think I've had a chicken patty since, high school?
Right.
10 years ago?
And that made me wonder. I was like, I wonder if we offered them like Chef Boyardee or SpaghettiOs and been like, what do you think about that for
I'm
supper?
against the SpaghettiOs thing
Look,
for some reason.
I
but
think it's, whatever.
I
but
just want to make sure they eat okay still.
I've eaten SpaghettiOs for supper before when I was a kid. And
I
you
did
know
too.
what?
I did too. I absolutely did.
I was thrilled about it.
My brother threw them up once, and I can't do it again.
It's kind of a rough one.
Yeah, I can't watch anyone eat those anymore.
Darren Orson says cold pizza is great. Cold spaghetti is gross. Someone explain. It's the texture of the noodles.
Yeah, there's something about those Chef Boyardee, like the noodle casing on the raviolis, that they're so soft when they're cold.
Yeah.
But if you have like a cold spaghetti noodle, it feels hard.
Theodore Roosevelt says kids are not the highest food connoisseurs. Exactly.
No, they don't have the palates. They don't appreciate nice things.
P. Fletch says an old militia trick is to take a spare sock and wear the sock close to your body, either around your neck or held under an armpit to heat the food up.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, for me, like I was with my families in the Rocky Mountains and we just brought a backpack, put some cans of raviolis in there and some plastic forks, and we just
Go to town.
sat down in the mountains and ate it. It was
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Roots Calhoun says we didn't get SpaghettiOs, we got Pasta-Os. Oh, look. My parents
But
scraped
you-
and saved to get us the SpaghettiOs.
So
what
wait,
can I say?
you had the ones with the little meatballs in them? See, I've never had the meatballs.
You've never had SpaghettiOs with meatballs?
No.
You know what?
Oh,
Let's all do SpaghettiOs tomorrow night for supper.
Can I have the raviolis?
Yeah, go ahead.
I
I
don't-
say
I don't
we
want
all do
SpaghettiOs.
Chef Boyardee for dinner tomorrow night. We'll make like some
Well, you're
toast.
really
We'll make
going
it
weird,
relatively
huh?
classy. Yeah, I want you to eat SpaghettiOs with meatballs one time.
Ugh.
Actually, I bet you the
I feel
kids
like
would
I'm
say
going
fuck
slumming.
no to that one.
Yeah, I'm going slumming. They'd probably look at him and be like, that looks disgusting.
John Cougar Concentration Camp says, I never had to eat that shit. Well, aren't you a lucky devil?
See, I'd eat Spam again. I think you can actually dress Spam up in so many ways that it like doesn't taste bad anymore. I
You're
know
braver
it's-
than I am.
Have you ever had Spam?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
How did you eat it?
Fried? I think it was fried Spam.
Really? Not even, you don't even like it in a hash or something?
No, I can't remember how I had it. I think I had it at my cousin's or my grandmother's. And I think it was fried on the stove.
Yeah, John Hahn says, April, he wants you to have diarrhea tomorrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's essentially what you're saying.
Yeah, but we can have it as a family.
No, see, that's how I look at the kids too. I'm like, I don't want the kids to be sick or feeling bad. I like making them good food.
Nobody wants diarrhea. Look, we still got about 25 minutes left. I do want to thank the White House granny people.
Yeah.
For jumping in. I hope you become full-time Steel Toe fans. We really do appreciate it. None of you complained about the offering plate segment. That's very, very cool of you. Thank you. That is the only complaint that this program gets. That and April's fat. But other than that, MJSR says, White House Granny sent me, but I won't be watching your show. Well, that's hurtful. I don't know.
See, now that actually makes me want to go to bed now because I'm sad.
I don't know why you would say that. Oh, someone says they did complain. Oh, Laura Violet says, we didn't like you taking the Lord's name in vain. Oh, fuck. That's
I mean,
a tough
you
one.
did that. I wouldn't. I'm religious. Does that make up for what he did?
Like, what do you... Am I not
supposed to... You
supposed
said the F word and Jesus in the same sentence.
Wow. I mean, guys, that's... We can't give money to someone taking the Lord's name in vain. Oh, shit. Well, son of a bitch.
See,
I'm
I kind of, in a weird way, I kind of respect that. I respect the, the principles, the morals there.
Okay.
Religious scruples.
Wow, I'm sorry. I did not mean to offend the Lord and Savior
See,
Jesus Christ. I apologize.
Yeah, I don't do that either. I do not like swearing and saying Jesus in the same sentence.
Well, fuck me to death with Satan's cock. How's that? I didn't say Jesus that time. I said Satan. I'm a good man.
I don't think they'd appreciate somebody having sex with Satan either.
Well, Satan's having sex with me, technically. And it's
no
to punish...
no fornicating with the devil.
And it's to punish me for taking the Lord's name in vain. So...
Right, Gordy.
In fairness, Satan is giving me the discipline that I apparently lack spiritually.
This little one, Gordy, here is a beautiful child of God. Does that make up for what he's done?
He is Mexican. I don't know how the Christians feel about them. But anyway... Let's continue on with the show. We mentioned this a little bit earlier. I think...
Are you trying to lose them?
Personally, I think we've won over the White House grandpa people. I think they really enjoy the program, and they understand the sarcasm. Look, even Fire In is saying, wow. We say, like, wow, this guy's really... I like the cut of his jib.
Look at Gordy.
Wonderful.
He's being very judgmental right now.
Yes, it's the shouting. I talked about this. I teased this, I think, at the beginning of tonight's show. Browns wide receiver Marquise Goodwin is going to miss the start of NFL training camp due to alarming blood clots in his legs and lungs. You know, like all prime NFL wide receivers get every year.
I actually kind of like him, too.
Marquise Goodwin?
Yeah, I feel like back in my DraftKings days, a few years ago or so, before things got too expensive for DraftKings, I feel like he was like a little sleeper pick I'd do sometimes. If I needed a budget pick.
Laura Violet says, you said goddamn first commandment. Well, How about if I go, hot damn? How about if I do that? Real White House Grandpa says, wow, you just ruined it. How? How did I ruin it? I thought you're not supposed to judge. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Is that not what the Lord said?
Guys, I will try to keep teaching Aaron the ways he doesn't know. We have to have grace and patience with him.
We fucked out of wedlock.
I don't know why you're trying to push these people away.
I'm not trying to push them away. I'm trying to have them accept me as a
Aaron's a
brother.
Heathen. April here, myself. I'm a godly person.
I mean nothing but good things for these people.
I only had sex out of wedlock, not of my own accord. I did not get asked if I was into it first.
Wait, what?
Just kidding.
What the fuck? Ah.
I was making kiddings.
The Lord forgives. Laughing Lion says Aaron approves of at least 7 of the 10 commandments. Well, here, I'll get the White House grandpa people back on my side. Let's look at the 10 commandments. The first one, of course, freedom of speech. I love that one. That's probably my favorite.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The favorite of the 10 commandments. Otherwise, the 10 commandments, otherwise known as the Bill of Rights. People don't know that.
I am learning this evening.
I don't know why God wants you to not quarter British soldiers, but
not quarter them, huh?
He also works in mysterious ways, which is important, I guess. Vodemony says Jesus accepts you as you are, but do not tempt the Lord your God. Well, I joined the Westboro Baptist Church like yesterday.
He does have a wrath for naughty people.
I hand out Klan flyers and shit.
You don't want to end up down below.
Just kidding. I'm not going to hell. I've got too good of a sense of humor. God would miss me. Heiner says, White House Grandpa sent me. It's Grandpa. Get it right. Just don't use trashy language. It makes you sound uneducated.
I don't know if you have all noticed this. I've really cleaned up my act the last day or two.
Where do you stand on the N-word? If
you ask Derek Chauvin.
Look, right on the neck. On his neck until her
And
hurts.
I don't recommend that because it's very ungodly. Jesus
Yeah.
would not do that.
Yeah, Derek Chauvin didn't understand that question when they asked him. They said, hey, where do you stand on the N-word? And he goes, oh, right about there. They're like, no, that's not what
Well,
we
if you
meant,
ask
Derek.
Guar, it's right on their necks until their heads explode.
Yeah. T. Jefferson says, Aaron, watch your fucking mouth. Oh,
Jesus
what's
Christ.
going on?
I just did it too. That was taking the Lord's name in vain. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm still learning too.
Fire In says, your show, do your show. You guys are my show. You were nice enough to come in and rate our show and say hello to us, so I wanted to hang out with you guys for a little bit.
I
How's
adopted
that?
this little Mexican boy to make a little
Right.
appearance on the show sometimes. He's right
Exactly.
here.
Laura Violet says, thou shalt not take the name of your Lord, of the Lord your God in vain. It's a commandment. I know, I'm working on it. I'm a sinner. Allow me to, give me time to repent, for Christ's
I
sake.
wish you would.
Oh, damn
You
it.
just did it again.
No, for the sake of Jesus Christ. Give me a chance to repent. I feel like Christ's sake is like a compliment because you're like in Jesus' name.
Yeah, but when people say that,
Oh.
it's not said in that regard.
I tried. Okay, let's go through the commandments. Maybe if I read them, then I'll be able to figure it out and the White House grandpa people will like me again.
I want them to like us.
Yeah, I think
you guys were very cool coming in here the way you did.
Yeah, let's go ahead here. Number 1, thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right, no idols or any of that
Okay,
nature.
Right, I've never built like a golden
You
calf.
should stop worshiping this dog in my lap. It's really strange of you.
Number 2, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. Can I make an admission? I was confirmed in the Catholic Church. Not butt fucked, by the way. Although when I was confirmed, one priest came to do to shake my hand. And then another priest came toward me to shake my hand. They forgot whose turn it
You
was
guys
to
shake
shake
your
the
hands
hand
in
or
the
whatever
church?
he's doing. I can't remember, or holy roller me, whatever he did. All I remember is it was at the height of like the pedophile stuff coming out. And it was 2 younger priests, and they both came toward me at the same time. He goes, oh, wow, that's got to be pretty intimidating. 2 priests coming at you at once. And I'm like, holy shit, are you guys allowed to make that joke? I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. I told all my relatives and everyone when I
I
got
don't think
back.
that's how they meant it.
Yeah, but when I told them about the joke, they're like, that's inappropriate to say in church. I'm like, really? Because it's like going to keep me in the church for an extra year or 2. That comment.
It
Like,
did
that was-
it? Did you stay in the church?
I don't remember. But I thought that was really rad of those priests to like make a joke about it.
I really miss my hometown church. If it was closer, I'd still be going.
Yeah. Real White House Grandpa says, I bring viewers and you try to scare them away. Let that sink in. You rated a comedy show. I'm being silly.
Sir, if it means anything to you, I am not trying to scare you off, and I would really like you to stay.
I love you, White House Grandpa, and I thank you for everything you've done. What I'm trying to do is do my program the way I do it. I'm a funny guy. I'm just, I'm leaning in because it's silly. The second commandment, as April predicted, is not the right to keep and bear arms. It is thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, which for the longest time when I was a young lad, I thought it was craven image.
Craven,
There's a little fun fact about me.
like your
that you may know.
snacks.
Yes, craven snacks. Third commandment, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain.
Which you've done several times
But
in this
somebody
broadcast.
told me that was the first one. It's the third one.
That's true. And does that mean you broke one by lying? I'm just kidding.
Number 4, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. I ain't Jewish. I'm just kidding. I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around.
Do you take Sunday off and, praise Lord Jesus?
I do take it easy on Sundays. You know that.
He really does, actually. He takes that one seriously.
Number 5, honor thy father and mother. All right. Number 6, thou shalt not kill. I've never killed anybody.
No, I haven't either.
I have followed that one really well, actually.
You've been tempted by that one, too.
But I've never killed anyone, never
Right.
broke that one. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Number 8, thou shalt not steal. What?
I've noticed you've skipped a few of these very quickly.
Well, no, I'm just trying to get through them. We only have so much time,
Okay.
so I kind of get through as many of them as I
Anything
can.
I should know about?
Well, number 8 is thou shalt not steal.
But
April.
he stole my heart.
Oh, God damn it. You beat me to it. I was going to say April broke that one when she stole my heart.
Stole this dog from the pound, too.
Number 9, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. I only did that once when I framed him for meth distribution and the R word because I really wanted his land for cheap. So there was
Did you
that.
really do that? Was that the guy by the lake?
going crazy out there by the lake. Number 10, thou shalt not covet. So I can't be jealous of anything. I mean...
Well, your ego's so big, in fairness, you're not really jealous of others.
Exactly. Precisely. See?
Thinks a lot of himself.
Perfect. I love myself. Bluefinger says, what adipshite? I don't know what an adipshite is. Is that like a Philistine?
I don't know. I can't really read
really
the chat
biblical.
anymore. My contacts are screwed up.
What adipshite? Go away, boomers. Let the do his goddamn show. Well, be nice to our new audience members, Bluefinger. We'll figure this thing out. Some people are different. I try to give everyone a shot, even though White House Grandpa sent me. You're going to love this show.
Yeah, I do. Hey, for everything that he lacks in religion and faith, I have in spades.
Zen Rhino over on Rumble Buddy, maybe don't call White House Grandpa the gay F word when we're trying to lure all of his fans over here and make them love us.
I was really excited to have a new community in here.
Zen Rhino just goes, maybe don't be a fan and tell your followers to stop having a stick up their ass. Zen, I want to ask you a question, buddy. Write me a 3-page paper as to how that's helping.
Well, in fairness, too, like a lot of the criticisms we give Christians and stuff like that is that they don't stick to their guns on the religious stuff, and these people are.
Where's the... Oh, here we go. Elementary Son of Man says, Aaron, can you tell about how wild Jehovah's Witnesses are? I always invite Jehovah's Witnesses in when they knock on my door. I'm very interested in the shit they have to say.
What do you do?
We play Parcheesi and Monopoly, and they're really good. But
yeah, I figured you played cribbage.
Sometimes I sneeze, and I get a cough drop, and they look at me with really shitty eyes. They're like, how fucking dare you? God didn't give you that cough drop. All right, let's go to the YouTube chat, see what they're saying.
Look at this dog right now. He's eating.
Kmart Ready says, no, remember, they're all jealous of you. Probably. I mean, Kmart Ready, I think that's probably pretty accurate. Thank you. I think you're right. I agree with Kmart Ready. Zen Rhino says, I was hacked. Maybe. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, then it's fine.
I like how he's just in both chats.
I know. I like that.
That's very weird.
Also, to the White House grandpa people, remember, Joe Biden is only 7/8 of a grandfather.
Oh, yeah. He didn't want to claim that last one.
He didn't want
a super godly thing of him to do.
Yeah, that was a really godly thing of Catholic Scranton boy Joe Biden to do, is deny one of his grandchildren. What a fucking sweetie pie. Anyway, Marquise Goodwin will miss the start of NFL training camp now that we're done with the 10 commandments. Excuse me, I'm remarkably drunk. Due to alarming blood clots in his legs and lungs, the team revealed on Friday. Which, again, totally normal for a 32-year-old wide receiver in the
Seems
NFL.
Fine. You should be desperately worried at your age.
Right?
You're
Exactly.
the old ripe age of 36.
Right. Goodwin began experience. Well, I'm probably in much better shape than he is if he's getting blood clots in his legs.
Obviously. Look
It
at
has
you.
to be from not being in good shape.
Any other differences between you two?
Pigmentation. And I believe to do his job, he had to get a certain thing done. Goodwin began experiencing discomfort in his legs and slight shortness of breath. During organized team activities in the spring, follow-up tests revealed the 32-year-old athlete had been suffering from blood clots in his legs and lungs. Goodwin, who signed with the Browns in free agency during the offseason, said of the blood clots, it was really alarming at first because I've experienced injury throughout my career, but it's never been anything like this that could turn into something detrimental if it's not taken care of.
Wow.
I mean, and again, we're on YouTube, so you're not allowed to...
Can't talk about it.
Not allowed to think it out loud about, hey, why is this otherwise remarkably healthy, great circulatory system having prime of his life athlete developing blood clots in his legs and lungs all of a sudden? That's really weird.
That is really terrifying. Like, so can you just be existing with those and not know that you have them for a while, and then till like a serious medical event happens?
Boy.
That's kind of scary to me.
Yeah, like how do you find out and like get them taken care of?
Don't you just kind of die because one of them dislodges and does the deed?
They can.
I don't like that. That freaks me out. It makes me feel nervous every time my legs feel sore for no good reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think we did lose Laura Violet of the White House Grandpa people saying, for those of us who love our Lord and have a true relationship with him, it hurts our hearts and slices like a knife. My God's last name is not Damn. No, it's Freeman, I think. God bless you. I tried. Good night. Well, some of us are irredeemable. I guess I'm straight to hell. I hope to see you in the great beyond someday.
But I was here. Did you give up on me too?
And she's a fair, white-skinned, blonde-haired, blue-eyed lady. You Christians would love her.
I'm a Lutheran over here.
Ooh, that's the ones that like the gays and the trans. You got to look out for them. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be helping recruit people. Why do I find potential love and just chase it off?
I don't know. You're just doing all.
The fucking dog just loudly shook into the microphone audibly.
Kind of hurt. Ear slapped me.
Oh, hey, if you're on YouTube right now, hit the thumbs up, hit the like. Let's get that to 100 by the end of the show. Everybody hit I think we're 10 away. So go ahead and hit the thumbs up and hit subscribe. Jesus. Oh, boy, I can't read that one. They're really going to get mad. Sharparelli says, why would they even try? I don't understand. I want them to be our friends.
I feel like I haven't seen the name Sharparelli in a minute. Nice to see you
Sharparelli's
there.
here every once in a while.
I know he probably is. I just don't see all the names because I don't watch super close.
Quickly here, while we've still got time, Target apparently is refusing to sell Glenn Beck's book.
Come on.
Weeks after they banned Mark Levin's book. And then, now here's the thing, that Mark Levin put out a book, and these two guys, by the way, are conservative talk show hosts on radio and the internet. And Glenn Beck and Mark Levin, they've also written a few books, and Mark Levin wanted to put his out there. Was the dog trying to eat your... Yeah, the dog is trying to eat your hand.
I was doing it quietly, though.
So Mark Levin put out a book. It did really well, and then people bitched at Target because they couldn't find it in the store. So then Target backed down, and they said, all right, we're putting Mark Levin's book on the shelves. Here you go, you whiny conservatives. Have your book. Well, now it looks like they're going to go through the same song and dance with Glenn Beck. And they go, we're not going to put Glenn Beck's book. And they like to hide behind oh, it's hateful, and oh, it's got hateful rhetoric. Let's be very honest about what it is. He's going to say shit that we as a corporation don't agree with. And what's really interesting to me is when Ron DeSantis in Florida makes laws that says you can't have books about gay sex in school libraries for young children to read. It's not appropriate. And all of these progressives sit there and go, oh, well, Ron DeSantis he's a book burner and he's banning books. And it's like, no, he's not. You can still go buy them at Barnes & Noble if you want to read about gay sex.
Order it online. Everybody has Amazon.
Order it online. Go ahead. He's just saying we're not going to allow it in places that we fund and where children are present. But it's interesting that when Target says we're not going to carry Mark Levin's book or we're not going to carry Glenn Beck's book, you don't see a bunch of whiny, bitchy conservatives picketing and yelling and screaming and going, you're book burning, you're book banning. They just call up in droves and go, hey, we want to buy the Mark Levin book, asshole. Why can't we get it at your store?
Right.
And
I like shopping here.
Right. They do that enough where Target goes, all right, we're lifting the ban. We're going to have the book in. It's just... You can't be the people that scream book burning when it's about butt sex and chopping off kitty dicks. And then when it's Glenn Beck saying we should lower the top marginal tax rate by 10%, going, I can't stand this hate speech.
Yeah, I mean, you do kind of have to pick a lane, I think. And decide also hey, do I want to make money or do I want to be political?
Right. Exactly. By the way, thank you, YouTube, for hitting those 100 likes. Appreciate that. Very cool of you. Thanks, kids. So, yeah, as far as Target saying, oh, we're not going to carry Glenn Beck's book, you watch. Glenn Beck's book will sell a lot of copies because he's more popular than Mark Levin.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Glenn Beck's book will start selling a shitload in all these other stores, and he'll start making a bunch of money on it, and people will complain to Target, and Target will fold like they did last time. It's then why bother with the bad press? If I'm running, I do run a company, but on a very tiny scale, minuscule scale.
We're bitty guys.
We're tiny nobodies. But if I ran a company like Target and they gave me these options and these decisions to make, and they said, oh, hey, boss, what do you want to do? I go, what's the thing that's going to piss off the least amount of people, make us the most amount of money, and keep us out of some dumb shithead protracted argument that there's no answer to and that I want no part of?
Right.
That would be my solution.
I just want to make money.
Right.
Honestly.
That's it.
Make sure my customers are happy.
As far as the Glenn Beck not selling them not selling the Glenn Beck book in their store, good luck. You're allowed to do that. Absolutely. And honestly, if I'm anyone but Target and I sell books, I'm very excited that Target's not selling this book.
I agree. Less competition.
Right, less competition. I get to make more money. Sorry, guys. We hit our goal a long time ago. I had that message pinned to the top. I apologize. John Cougar Concentration Camp with $5 says, these aren't very good evangelicals. Jesus tried harder than that. Well,
Right. Jesus didn't give up on his naysayers.
right, but look how it worked out for him. I mean, maybe these people are right in, maybe tapping out a little earlier than
Well,
they
for you,
normally
yeah.
would.
But for me,
Yeah.
how dare you?
Bocephus the Necromancer says, they turned me, Aaron. I'm on the Bible thumpers side now. Oh, no. Thank you, White House Grandpa, for sending us all your audience. We really do appreciate that. But let them know that spiritually I'm a work in progress. We're all sinners, and we're going to be okay. Atomic Ray says, Aaron, you suck at production. When is that going to be fixed?
Yeah, did you hook up your phone tonight just in case? I bet it's not.
It is not.
No.
It is not. But Granny and Marquise didn't need anything from me this evening, which is nice.
I still wanted answers regarding that post I was tagged in on Facebook, alleging that you received some
Granny
certain
never
pictures.
sent me a picture of Marquise's dick. I never saw it. I don't know what it looks like. It's a disgusting rumor, and it never happened. What is
I'm
that?
only doing this because it's the end of the show.
What is that dog doing?
He's having a good time.
Avril says, I'm just here for the dog, to be honest.
See?
Look at him.
He's got fans. Gordy, you hear that? His name's Gordy.
Gordy. Get you, Gordy. See, he just licks me. He tries
To
you.
eat my hand, but he's doing it with love.
Can you get him to make the noise?
I don't know.
Here. Let's see. Oh. He's getting there. He's getting there.
Grunt.
Don't say anything. I'm going to turn up his mic really loud. So if he makes a noise, you'll hear it.
He's on to you. He's watching.
Okay, he's not going to do it.
He's not going to do it. He makes these like whiny, grunty sounds when he's trying real hard to eat your hand. I don't know. He's not willing to. He's camera shy right now.
All right, boys and girls, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you very much for knocking out the goal. We got to meet a few new friends, which is very cool. We hope that they all follow us on Rumble. We hope they subscribe on YouTube and all that stuff. They got us up to over 400 people watching at a time on all our different sources, which is very rare for an evening show.
Thank you.
Usually it's 800 or 900 in the morning and, 500, 600 in the, I'm sorry, 500, 600. 300, 350 people at night. So thank you guys very much for all your help. And April, thank you very much as well.
Thank you. Thanks for knocking out that goal, guys.
No goal tomorrow morning. Nothing. Anything you generously contribute to this program tomorrow morning goes right to Wednesday evening, which we're $20 into Wednesday evening's goal. Gordy's going to go chew on fingers. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock.